Check, check. Check, check. I think it's working. I see my meter go on. It's going to take a second for one of you to tell me it's working. E-Man, I think, is saying yes to its sound working. Okay, weird. I had to unplug it at my actual microphone and replug it. It was weird. I came home from my little birthday dinner tonight with my family, and my PC had restarted. It didn't look like it had updated though, which was very weird. So something was probably going on. I'm sorry about that. Thanks for the patience, everybody. So I was going to say hi to everybody, and I still will say hi as we go in, but I definitely want to get the show going a little bit. Just want to make sure the sound levels are good. It's not too loud or too quiet, that kind of thing first. I appreciate everybody coming in with happy birthday thoughts and sayings and prayers and all that stuff, and I appreciate that. I have a couple of one big announcement, one personal announcement, and but I do want to say one thing first. I am doing a super chat, and I have a really good reason for doing it. You'll find out about that in a little bit. This is the super chat prize. So if you don't know what a super chat is in one of my chats, if you've never been in here, if you do a super chat, let's say you super chatted $5, I'll give you numbers 1 through 5. And then at the end of the show, I'll do a random drawing for however many people did it. And if if it was number 3, you'd win. So you'll win this. I will say one thing. If you're not in the United States and you win this, a beautiful Amanda Connor 9.8 CGC Vampirella Ascending Evil special. If you're not in the United States, I will ask you to pay the difference in shipping that I would have had to pay. Like, it'll cost me about 15, 16, 17 bucks, somewhere in there to ship it to the United States. If it would cost me $30 to ship it, somewhere in Canada or something like that, I'd ask you to pay the difference. So that's the one thing. Don't super chat if you're not cool with that. You got Preston in for $5 to win a slab. So that is awesome. So I'm going to write that down. And that super chat is going to go to something pretty cool. I think you guys will agree. But Preston is in for 5. Dude, I really would appreciate increments of 5 are nice. Otherwise the math gets trickier. I know, dude, I do every year, but thank you, Preston. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I was going to talk about a couple things first, but since we had the audio issue, I'm sorry about that. I do want to get right into the big, huge announcement. And then I'm going to do a couple other things. I've got some cool stuff I want to open up. I've got some just kind of fun things to do. But I do want to get through this important announcement first. Oh my gosh, we got more super chats coming through. Let me write down these first because I do not like to get behind on these. Thank you, E-Man. Absolutely. I appreciate all the support, all the help. Actually, E-Man. I put them in my little sticker pile already. E-Man sent me. I shouldn't flash your address. E-Man sent me an envelope right there with a couple stickers in it. That was really cool. I might need to hit him back. I appreciate that. Sorry, I accidentally flashed that the wrong way. It's been a long day. It's been a long year. And then Sean, thanks for coming in here, man. You did a $10 super chat. I appreciate it. I hope to talk to you soon about some other stuff. Oh my God. Thanks, guys. Atomic Frank in for $5. Thank you, sir. Atomic Frank has won before. Knows the drill. Chris in for $5. Thank you, Chris. Hey, thank you, K-Pop. That's very nice of you. K-Pop is in for $5 as well. I try to make it a good prize, and thanks to one of my channel members actually sent me that slab, and it was cool. I didn't know what he was sending me. I actually backed that Indiegogo from Amanda Connor, so I already had that. So we're giving it away for somebody else on the channel, and it's going to go to a good cause here. So there we got for K-pop. I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much. So here's what I want to talk about real fast. I did something last year that I had a lot of fun doing, and that is Heroes for Heroes. It's a campaign I started where I do essentially a charity auction, and all of the proceeds from that, all of the, everything that I get from it goes to Mission 22. And that was, my first time doing it. We raised, I can't remember the exact amount. It was like $1,875, I think, dollars. So that was really awesome. And I committed to doing that again this year, and I'm going to try to do it annually. So this year we are doing it. I want to talk about that for a little bit. So last year we raised over $1,800 for Heroes. I would say it's a one-man show in the fact that I was the one driving it and operating it. I'm hoping that's a little bit different this year. But I also had everybody in the community supporting me in different ways, liking and sharing my posts, sending comic books in, sending art in. I had artists supporting me. We had Randy Emberlin and Trish Forstner and Chen Potter all send in art that was auctioned off for that auction. And we raised a good amount of money for Heroes. And that all went to Mission 22. I made public donations and posted all the stuff I donated and everything. This year, we're doing it again. And I'm hoping, if you're watching this, you don't need to necessarily publicly comment on it now, but if you're watching this, I'm going to do a standalone video about this as well later on, so more people will get a chance to see it, not just on the live stream. I want to hopefully get more people around me either willing to come on my channel. Maybe we'll do a block of auction for each person, that kind of thing, and auction off their own stuff. The deal is, if you want to come on and do it, you have to be willing to do the 100% for Mission 22. The way I am doing it, and that's just to be 100% clear about it, since I might do it on Whatnot, but I'm probably going to do it on YouTube. The one thing I'll say is that I will have to deduct shipping. I will try to cover some of the shipping, but I'll probably have to deduct shipping because I have to actually pay for that shipping. When you do it to something like Whatnot, they pay for the shipping, so it's a little bit different. But that is probably the one thing is that I'll have to, subtract the shipping from the total I donate. I'm not taking anything else from it. And even that is, going to the shipping company, right? So if you do want to send in comic books or art, there's a deadline. I would like to receive that stuff no later than Halloween. And of course, if it's in transit and it comes a couple days later, that gives us plenty of buffer. Last year, I had people sending in stuff after the charity auction, and so I had to kind of do an overflow auction, and it got a little weird. I will still do that. Maybe I'll do a quick Whatnot show or whatever to move out, and it might come late because of shipping problems. But it's going to be a big deal. We're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. Lost my train of thought for a second. But yeah, if you want to join as a seller, DM me. My email address is on my About page, Instagram, X/Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky, Facebook. You can get a hold of me through my Discord, email, whatever, right? Get a hold of me. I'm Bronze Age nerd pretty much everywhere. Well, everywhere except for TikTok. And the other thing is, if you want to send in, comics or art, let's try to make it stuff that's going to sell. If it's a lot of a mini series or something like that, let's try to aim for $20 in value, at least, if possible. And I say that because even though I really appreciate it, last year I did have some people sending in kind of some run filler stuff, and it was harder to kind of move a little bit in some ways. If you're unsure about sending something in, talk to me. I just want to have things that are appealing to bring people in. And worst come to worst, I will auction off some of my own stuff. That's the plan anyway, right? But I know a lot of people do want to help with this kind of stuff every year. When I've tried to do this for, we did the MAD charity auction. That was a big success. So I'm really looking forward to it. The other ways that you can help are super chats and becoming a channel member. And the reason why that helps is it helps me go to Gemini and buy mailers, or go to Walmart and buy bubble wrap, or shipping slabs can get pretty expensive if there's a lot of slabs to go out. I probably need to order some of those styrofoam slab shippers to insert into USPS boxes. So when I say support that way, that's what I'm talking about. And I just wanted to be transparent about all of that, ask for some help because it's important. And I know some people out there who want to do it. The biggest thing that Mission 22 does is they help prevent and raise awareness towards the fact that a lot of veterans unfortunately commit suicide. And it's not the only thing they do. They definitely do a lot of other work with veterans as well. That's all very good work. It's absolutely a devastating fact. And it's something that I want to make sure we start early this year and we get going on it and hit the ground running. And I'm seeing some super chats come through, so I'm going to get caught up on that. But that's basically the deal. I really want to turn this into an event. There are veterans in the community that I've already touched base with. I am going to be canvassing shops, online stores, artists. We really want to get a lot of people involved in this. Things like OA auctioning off will be big. Some of what I'll do this year is probably claim sale stuff too, like the smaller items. I want to keep the auction moving and keep people interested and keep a maximum amount of viewers watching as possible. You're going to see tons of posts about this from me coming in the next few weeks and the next couple of months here. So definitely, if you want a signal boost by help sharing that stuff, it is very much appreciated. I do want to get these super chats before I also don't write those down, because that would be the worst case scenario. Buddy, I'll remove that so you can see your super chat there. Buddy singing happy birthday. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Let's get you down. Buddy's won a few times. Buddy's got good luck on these. Hey, John. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's very nicey, man. Comic Bookworm coming to do. Wow, Comic Bookworm, you are a baller. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh wow, Comic Journey coming in as well. Hey, thank you, man. You might, I don't know about that, Comic Journey. I don't know about that. I'll just say you're a smart guy with okay hands. Okay hands. You know what? I take that back. You got great hands. Thank you. There you go. What about for figures? What I would say is I'm not as well equipped to ship. I do sell some action figures, but not enough to have like all the packing supplies really available, depending on the size of the figure. I would say, when in doubt, message me and you can say like, hey, here's what I have. Is this something you'd be interested in? And that is the best approach. I just learned not to just blindly accept whatever people send. And I don't want that to sound ungrateful. I just, I had some people like sending things that were, they all, comics that needed to all be rebagged and boarded and stuff that I need to auction it off because I don't want to hold on to something that somebody donated for this. But I also was like, is this going to hurt the auction, the charity event by putting this up? So I had to take care of it myself and swap out a few things here and there. So that's why I say that. I hope that doesn't come off as bad. And I appreciate Atomic Frank. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Frog Brawler in the house. Thank you so much. Get you down here. That is a big contribution. I appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, so again, if you guys are wondering, if you just joined in, if you're wondering why this is happening, this is what people could win. This is Amanda Connor from her special that she did on Indiegogo. Trying to get as much glare off it as possible. There you can see the reflection of my face. It is a CGC 9.8. It's like her special. It even just has like a checklist of all her books that she did on the back. This is the black and white variant from 2021. And again, that was sent in by a channel member. So that's very helpful as well. I would totally have kept this if I didn't already have a copy. But yeah, so I think that's really cool. And that's what you'll get a chance to win. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah. And by the way, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Comic Man Andy is where I first heard about Mission 22. And shout out to him for raising awareness there. Of course, he's a veteran himself. And then what I also I partnered up with, I've been partnered up with X11 Bravo for a while. And, they gave it the seal of approval too, which meant a lot to me. And I kind of ran parts of this campaign through them, make sure it was, the name was okay and those kinds of things. Is it okay to say Heroes for Heroes? And there's some kind of controversy about that, but in the end, most of the veterans signed off on it. Well, that would be unfair to everybody who already went in on it at this point, Tex. But that is very generous of you. So I do have prizes, by the way. There are other giveaways. This one, Buddy, I think was actually in here earlier, right? He did a super chat. Buddy, you actually sent me this a long time ago, and I have to cover up part of it. But I'm gonna give this away with one of the prizes. I haven't figured out which one yet because it is spicy, too spicy for YouTube. In fact, with a note here, let's see how much this can I uncover. Uncover as much as I can. Believe it or not, this is a metal card. I think it's a Ryan Kincaid card. That's going to go with one of the giveaway packages tonight. I wish I could show you the whole thing. I wish I had a tiny little Post-it note, but that's like, yes, absolutely. Let's not forget our homeless veterans at 25%. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, from Central Time Zone, what's up? So that's going to go with one of the prize packages. So tonight, I'm just going to kind of go over the giveaways we got going on, because I know a lot of people are probably here like, what are the giveaways, you know? So tonight, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. For the channel members, okay, channel members. So if you're a channel member, for August, anybody joining now, you'll qualify for September, for that prize giveaway. There's a 1 in 100, and I'm going to take this away for a minute just to make serious. I have a 1 in 100 Ramita ASM 25, and then this Cal New Avengers #1. These were donated by Gamma Base over on Facebook, and one of those will be the winner tonight for the channel members. And then the other one is we've got a Void Rivals #2 1 in 25 variant, and we've got a Moon Knight Maria Wolf 1 in 25. So the channel members get a chance to win a 1 in 100 and a 1 in 25. Whichever prizes you don't pick for tonight will be part of the September giveaway. So let me know, August members. Let me know what you want to do with that. So that's for the channel members. And then there's prize packages. We'll do like a hashtag giveaway. Hey, Preston, I appreciate it. I know it's late on the East Coast. I absolutely did. I totally understand. Prize package 1. There you go. A little Power Girl action from Art Germ. A foil Hulk. Hulk 181. A Venom, was that 23? The spoiler variant with Black Widow. Superman 29, that's a key. I can't remember what it was. This is supposed to be kind of a DC pack. It's a very minor key. And then Harley Quinn 1 Uncovered. So that'll be one prize package. And we'll do these later in the show. Scarlet Witch #1 is part of the Marvel prize package here that I have. I call it Marvel, but the Marvel one the DC one had Marvel books in it too. I'm a big Cyclops fan, so I'm giving away this Cyclops and Cable cover from Uncanny X-Men 310. Another foil and another Venom 23. And then I threw in a Whitman reprint. It's Marvel Superheroes featuring the Incredible Hulk #78. So that's kind of your Marvel pack. And then I kind of did like more of an indie focused one. And this one spoke about Chin Potter earlier. I bought a bunch of Chin Potter's own book. These are probably going to be hard to find at some point. Chin Potter's Rem Wake. So that is his #1 of his self-titled issue. I have an ash can, and I have a bunch of those with the A and the B cover. Also had to give away a booty cover, right? Hold on. There's one thing I got to do here first. Had to give away a booty cover. So we're giving away this awesome Heat Seeker cover there. So that's what I'm throwing in there. Not really, kind of a booty cover. You can see her booty. White Widow foil #6 there. Tony Fleek's Vampirella 25 variant. World Tree, that's the Air variant. And then Undiscovered Country #1. So that is your other prize package for people. So that's what you're kind of sticking around for to win if you want to. In addition to the super chat, in addition to the channel member giveaways. Okay, we see anybody talking about what prizes they want. All about the indies. Buried in butter is the only way to be. Hey, what's up, Michael? How's it going, man? Well, E-Man, even though he wasn't a channel member in August. Hey, dude, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. hello, fellow Virgo. Craig's not here as usual. I'll take the indies. So I think we'll, based on the comments I got tonight, we'll give away the Cal Avengers book for the channel members for August channel member giveaways. You had to be a channel member in August. What do you think? Void Rivals or Moon Knight? Moon Knight or Void Rivals. Those are both 1 in 25s. And next month we'll give away the Spidey. And let's see what people say here. Void Rivals. Okay, so Void Rivals and Avengers. Those are our channel member giveaways today. So we got that figured out. Okay. Cool. And I'll do a combination of like trivia and like a hashtag giveaway for the other ones. Oh my god. Let's see here. I see some other stuff coming through. Comic Aussie. Oh boy, $20 Canadian. What is that US here? Let me. Thank you, by the way. Are you just my brain stopped for a second? That's the other thing I'll talk about in 1 second. So that's about $15. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I think I got a notification saying your stuff from your last Whatnot sale that I bought from was delivered, but I don't think that's right because my post office doesn't say I have it. So I'm excited to get those X-Men books. I was hoping to show them off tonight, but I mean that would have been ridiculously fast, and that doesn't work for Canadian shipping. Hey, there he is. There he is, the man right there. Oh, so he said Moon Knight. So we had one vote for Moon Knight. Oh, we had a couple votes for Moon Knight. All right. Moon Knight. I saw more voice. I already said Void. I should just stick with that and move the show on, I think. But I appreciate the democracy there. Text in 2347. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Silence my phone real fast because that's gonna drive me nuts. Let's round that down to 23. Sorry to round down on you there, but nope. Oh, but the problem is that makes so Papa. By the way, Papa, thank you for being here and thank you for the super chat. Is that makes all the other ones kind of awkward. All right. So yeah, 29 exactly. I appreciate all that, guys. So you are getting that chance to win that slab, which hopefully one of you walks away. Well, one of you will walk away with that tonight. The other thing is I'm going to actually open up the show here. It's been so long since I've done this, and I know it'll get a little crazy. I know some of y'all are used to some other shows where you get super crazy. But please be responsible. But I am going to invite people that want to come in. I'll invite you guys in. And I reserve the right to not bring you on if I'm not familiar with you. And I want to prevent flashing incidents or whatever. But yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to open some stuff up. We'll do the giveaways. Let's get responsibly crazy. So while I'm waiting to see if anybody pops in, here's the personal story I'll tell you. So it's kind of a mental health thing. So, maybe a trigger warning or something for people. If you've been watching my video, you may have noticed that hey, we have our first guest. I'm going to bring in our first guest. First time on the show. Everybody, welcome in Papa Wheelie. How's it going, Papa? Um, oh man, we got a few coming in. Here. Let's bring in our next guest, which is Sean. Hey, how's it going, Sean? Oh, you're muted, but hey, how's it going? And then I'm gonna bring in our last one that joined in here. E-Man, what's up, dude?
What's up, Ben? Chris,
how's it going?
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
That glorious beard of yours that I hate got in and not my hair. Ben's beard over my hair. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get in this year. I got in last year.
So you got in last year. I didn't even get in last year.
Well, I won last year, but I didn't make it in for best hair and hands or any of that stuff this year. I did make it in for best speculation content under 5,000 subscribers.
But you've won best beard, hair, hands. See, you're reigning champion, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, whoever takes it is taking it away from me, for sure. Hey, Papa, should I highlight you for a second so you can give us all your salute? Okay. All right. He says, all right. Here, actually, it's been a while since I've had 4 people on here. Let me remember how to do that. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either. Oh, it's off the rails. It's off the rails. I did full screen accidentally. They changed the format on this a little bit. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's it. There we go. They added like a whole bunch. There we go.
Proper. That's proper right there.
Yeah. And then Sean, I see you're not muted anymore. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Doing really well, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
I'm stranded in a hotel room in Timonium. I'm getting ready for Baltimore Comic-Con this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I figured a lot of people would be getting ready for Baltimore right now. I've heard a lot of people are heading there. For those who don't know, Sean, are you comfortable saying what it is you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, I work for Diamond Gemstone, Jeppy Family Enterprises. I created Overstreet Access and kind of yeah.
Oh shit! There goes your show, Bronze Aged. Shit! Look who's in. I mean, CJ, what's up, man?
What's up, CJ? How's it going?
Well, I figured I'd jump on for a few, so you could get a chance to look at me as I look at you on your birthday, and wish you a happy birthday. I'm not going to be out for long because I got to get ready for Baltimore too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are going to Baltimore that I've been talking to. All you East Coasters, where it's kind of just a hop, skip, and a jump, and then not all your East Coasters.
I'm just looking forward to getting some crabs when I get down there.
Not on.
I'll leave that one alone.
Not where we hope.
I just put it out there.
Crack some crabs for me, buddy.
No. Listen, you got to get your own crabs.
God, how selfish is this guy? Look at him. Jeez.
Gotta get your own crabs.
Literally has a shirt that says #look at me. Well, Sean, Papa, E-Man, it's your first time on the show, so welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Thanks for coming and helping celebrate. So I was going to say real fast, and I'll make this kind of a quick story. I had to kind of give a mental health update because I haven't been putting out a ton of videos recently, and this is after coming off a time where there was a period near the end of last year where I put out hardly anything for a while. And that was somewhat technology related. I got a new computer, a new camera, and all that stuff. So I'm more ready to go in that respect. But I like to talk about this stuff because I think it's important to put it out there so people know it's safe to share this kind of stuff and know that you're not alone. The comic book community is full of a lot of people that have mental health issues. It's one thing that I've noticed in my time, as being on screen, is I get contacted by a lot of people that say they have this going on or they have that going on. And I try to help those people as much as I can because I really feel for it and I have my own issues. My issue might sound a little, you might be like, wait a minute, that's not really necessarily a mental health issue, or some of you might think it is. But after years of struggling with certain problems, about 8 months ago, I started to suspect that I might have ADHD, which, is a pretty common thing these days, right? But I realized that because I was dealing with a lot of problems that I self-diagnosed and thought, oh, these must be related to some kind of underlying issue that I'm having, like a lot of depression, anxiety, anger issues, that kind of stuff. And sure enough, I've officially been diagnosed with ADHD. And I am currently trying very hard to get on medication for that as part of my therapy to get better and get healthier and get more even keeled. Unfortunately, there is a national shortage of medications for ADHD, so it's really hard to get medication right now. So after all this time of like, what's going on, trying to get better, figuring out that I have a problem and trying to get some help, it's been a really slow process. A lot of testing, it's really hard to get an official diagnosis, to get qualified for medication, because obviously Adderall and stuff like that is a very controlled substance. So I haven't taken anything for it yet. And yet I really know I need to be on something, because it is a chemical function of your brain. You're not producing the correct chemicals that make you function like quote unquote normal people. So I'm working on that, trying to get better at it. I'd hope to start medication today, but the pharmacy that I tried to fill out ended up running out of stock, and I had to try to transfer to a pharmacy, and it's been a whole thing. So that has meant less videos. I'm working on that, and I kind of just wanted to let the audience know, that's what's going on with me. It's been a struggle for a while now, like I was saying, and it's something that I am definitely feeling like medication will help with, combined with therapy, which is a short-term goal, not like a long-term thing that I'm probably going to be in. But yeah, I thought people, especially channel members that are donating every month, they're like, hey, we're seeing like 3 or 4 videos a month, and it's the top 5 not to buy. Where's the other stuff we're used to? I don't think it's a huge deal that output hasn't been there, but I just wanted to address it for a second, and also just take this chance to share for people that, may be in the same boat, that you're not alone. So that's my story, and I decided to share it with y'all. So hopefully help somebody out there.
I'm glad you said to take the medication.
What's that, CJ?
You think you have to take the medication, or is there any other way to be able to take care of it without having to take medication?
So the current research.
I'm an anti-drug guy. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you know what? Normally, I lean that way. I don't like to be on medication, especially something that's chronic medication. But for ADHD, the current research indicates that it's pretty much due to an imbalance in the front of your brain being unable to produce the correct levels of dopamine, and that is extremely hard to do, to correct that imbalance without medication. There are ways that people try to do it, and they are not healthy for you. Things like, overeating or taking recreational drugs, smoking, drinking, adrenaline junkies, those kinds of things. And those are very unhealthy things for me. Even though I'm not a big drinker, I do other stuff to kind of, eating is one of them. I'm overweight, and that's part of the reason I think that it has contributed to that. Not the only reason, but I think it's part of it. And so that's one of the things that I'm trying to see. And here's the beauty of it. If you take a medication like Adderall, for example, you'll know in about half an hour if it helped you.
Yep.
So, and if you don't want to take it, great. They don't want you taking it. So they really happy.
There's pros and cons for that. I've been dealing with that since I was a teen. There's some herbal stuff that you can take, like St. John's wort, up your B12 intakes, that kind of thing, that can help level that stuff out. But yeah, I mean, it's a fine line, and everything's different for every person that I've talked to with it too. So
when my psychologist is actually somebody who did clinical research for 25 years, early in his career, like literally, like he was the one giving the testing out to kids to see if they had ADHD. So he saw like a lot of unique pharmacological makeups for what people were doing to treat before and after being prescribed medication. So he actually recommended this herbal supplement to me that I've been taking. And I'll tell anybody that wants to try it. It's an herbal supplement. Anybody can go buy it as long as it's a problem. It's called Himalayan Mind Care. And one of the things it has in it, which is very in vogue right now, is ashwagandha. And that's supposed to help a little bit too. And it has some of the other stuff in it too. So that unfortunately will take longer to get into your system and start being effective. And he said, I'm totally fine with you taking both because, well, for one thing, it's a herbal supplement. It's not like it's not a problem to take it anyway. And then we'll see. And there's a chance that I could maybe sometimes decide to take Adderall because it's not something you have to take every day. In fact, my doctor was like, please don't take it every day. Do it first, but after a while, you're going to want to take breaks from that so you don't build up a chemical dependency for it, right? Because it's then you're going to have to up the dosages and all that kind of stuff, and that's actually better if you don't do that. So if you're off that day and you're not working and you don't need to focus, don't take one. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And a lot of people in chat are probably like, dude, I'm like Big Me here has to run or whatever. Sorry if I wasn't paying attention to chat for a little bit. But yeah, so it's something, guys, trust me. I'm somebody who does a lot of research. If you watch my channel, you probably know that. I'm pretty up on all of it. And again, I essentially, it might sound stupid, but at being at 40 years of age, having to self-diagnose yourself with ADHD, you might be like, dude, how'd you miss that? But going through that process, like, trust me, I did a lot of homework on it, pros and cons, and what to take and what not to take. And like, there's a couple medications that are usually suggested besides Adderall that I'm like not doing because I don't like the repercussions of them. I'm willing to try a few others, but it's going to be a testing process to find the right medication and the right dosage. And that's the problem, is since it's hard to get all those medications right now, it's actually the worst time to be trying that process out to try to figure out what worked for you too.
Well, the reason I asked is because I just feel like a lot of our doctors and medical fields and hospitals, they've been pushing too much on the drugs.
Sure.
And over diagnosing and over drugging a lot of us, which probably is why there's a deficit of why these drugs are not available when you need them. And
in some cases, like amoxicillin right now is really hard to find as well.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, they just basically prescribe. That's it. And then they're like, oh, maybe try this, maybe try that. No, drugs. Just take drugs. That'll work out.
Yeah, I will say this much: like, you would be surprised. Like, from me going into my primary from the first visit 8 months ago, I scheduled it 8 months ago. Probably 7 months ago. It took like a month to get into my doctor. It was okay. You think you have that? Cool. Let's test it out. She asked me a bunch of questions, and then she's like, "All right, yeah, I think we could probably refer you to go see somebody for that and get diagnosed." But it was every step of the way. It was like, the best way I can describe it is, we don't want you to have this, and we don't want to give you medication for it. So it's the exact opposite of what you're saying.
Well, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you actually went to good doctors.
Yes,
one
like,
thing I noticed,
I'm okay with it.
With meds for ADDs is I had some gastro issues with it, but the biggest thing that I had with Adderall was that I felt like it dumbed me down too much. So ADD and ADHD, it can cause a lot of problems in your life, the focus issues and all of that kind of stuff, but it's almost kind of like a superpower too. And I felt that the Adderall did what it was supposed to do, but I was also less responsive. I was less mentally, my mental acuity went down from what I was used to. And so I ended up switching over to some behavioral stuff and like the herbal stuff. And that kind of helped mitigate it to a point where I was able to focus when I needed to focus. So I wasn't doing irresponsible stuff, but at the same time, I still had the same level of like sharpness and everything else that the good parts of the ADD stuff.
You're talking about like entering states like hyper focus and stuff and being able to do that. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's something like I definitely identified with like right away. It was like, oh yeah. Like, that's actually one of the things that got me to realize that, because I was trying to figure out what it was, and I just stumbled on a video. I'm like, I don't have this, but I'll watch this video about like, adults that have ADHD. And I was like, oh shit. Actually, because like when you're thinking about ADHD and you don't think you have it, the last thing you think about is hyper focus. Like, you don't really, at least for me, I didn't make that connection between that was being like, oh, that's a symptom of ADHD, is that I can sit there for 6 hours and work on something without getting distracted to the point where I forget to do other stuff I need to do.
Yep.
Yeah. So totally makes sense. 3, 1. Psycho, I just want to make sure I got you down there. Thank you for that super chat. That goes to
That's actually one of the reasons why I brought that up, because I know that people have been taking it that don't have issues just to help improve their productivity. There's a lot of stuff that happens that way. That's probably why you're seeing a lot of these. There's so many drugs out there that should be openly abundant everywhere here in the United States, and they are abundant in other countries. But because a lot of them have become almost a crutch for a lot of people, they're using them on a daily basis. It's kind of fucked up, actually. Like really fucked up.
Yeah,
and that's
and
where
I
the
mean,
moderation comes in, right? That's where people
Right.
really need to understand moderation. Use it a little here and there.
yeah,
Use it not as a crutch, but if you need a little extra help that day, pop one. And then that's how I think they should be used. So that way, you can hopefully naturally get that chemical balancing corrected in your brain. My stepson, who was recently diagnosed with ADHD, I don't know what drugs he's taken, but the same situation, they're not readily available. But we see the difference in his behavior, and he's 12, and so yes, it makes him more tolerable because otherwise he's just going off on tangents. We'll be at the dinner table talking about, we'll talk about, things that we saw on TV today. And then all of a sudden he'll be like, hey, so like, Mars, there used to be water in space. And we're like, well, it has nothing to do with what's going on right now. And it's like, we see when the drug starts to wear off, and it's like, who is it for as a kid? Is it for him so that way he can focus better? Or is it for us so we can tolerate him?
It's funny you
That's
said that.
That's a
messed
good
up thing
point.
to say, but
That's a good point, man.
it makes sense. During school, he needs to be able to focus on school. And here's the thing: academically, we've never had a problem with him. Never had a problem with him. He's as a school, he is on point.
yeah.
Socially, poor kid. He's not a social kind of a guy. Once he started doing the medication, we're hearing that he has more friends, which is good. We like that. But when is it going to be where it affects him to a point where it doesn't?
Yeah.
And that's the part that we're worried about the most.
Well, and that's interesting. Sorry, that's interesting because that's actually that was me. Like that's why a lot of this didn't click for me, because I'm an inattentive type when it comes to ADHD, which is literally like more the ADD type. And inattentive types, basically what that means is a lot of them, if you are naturally somewhat smart, that's what I'll say, you're probably going to do okay at school. In fact, you're probably going to do really well in school because of that superpower, like Sean was talking about, where like I can totally laser in on something for a while and study for a test and do amazing. I got really good grades. I was in all the advanced placement classes and special programs and National Honor Society and Knowledge Bowl and are you leaving, Papa? All those kinds of things. But yeah, then I got to college where you have to do a lot of reading every week. You can't just like cram the night before for a test every time. That is where I started to really, trying to get to a more normal view there. That's where I really started to have problems. Yeah, it said you were streaming with audio only, Papa. So I definitely want to make sure you can get on the stream if you're around for sure, man. Always enjoy having you around. Somebody has to keep CJ in line.
I'm only here to keep him in line. What are you talking about?
Classic Bob.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
sorry.
you, though, that's been an issue, and what E-Man actually said is something I noticed.
Yeah.
That a lot of parents actually use these drugs not necessarily to help their kids, to help them, to get their peace of mind and kind of make their lives easier. Let's sedate the kid a little bit so we don't have any kind of issues. I've seen a lot of that happening.
Hold on real fast though. Let me interject to that right there, Comic Journey.
I'm not saying that's always the case.
Right. No, I get it.
But I have seen that specifically happening.
And I personally was worried about, will this drug turn him into a zombie? We've seen that where kids and people are just like, just slower and just not there. He's, for the lack of better terms, this might be a little not PC, but I will say he's normal. He's a good kid, plays his games, does his chores and whatnot. It's just once he goes into the tangents, like once he starts talking about other things that has nothing to do with anything, he'll just walk right up to you and stays in your face and looks at you and he says, hey, so do you know that there's rice paddies in Vietnam? Like out of nowhere, right? He'll do that when the drugs wear off. With him, I do notice that he is not zonked out and zombified. He is a little bit more chill, yes, but he's not like couch locked.
But you've seen those kids that are zombified.
Yeah.
And I have situations where I saw a perfectly functional little person that maybe they were a little bit rambunctious or whatever the case is, that all of a sudden went on the drugs and they became a shell of themselves. They were literally a zombie, like a walking zombie. That's basically what they turned into. And sad.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and
so I'm an old guy. I'm 49. So when I got diagnosed with ADD, I was 12.
I'm so happy you're older than me.
Yeah.
wait,
But,
you're not older than him?
You definitely don't look 49.
I don't.
Thanks,
I don't
man.
even know what your face looks like, so I don't believe it.
But
Well, he is. He's older
He's
than
the
me.
oldest one here.
I'm not the oldest one here, for once.
Me.
But anyways, the only meds they had back then were straight up Ritalin, which is basically speed.
Mm-hmm.
So, speed and Adderall and all those, kinds of upper drugs, they don't really do much for ADD people. You have to do a lot more of that to get any kind of high off them. It just makes you normalize. But the Ritalin would turn me into a zombie. And then, E-Man, just like you said, when the drugs would wear off, it's almost like everything caught up. And I would turn into Speedy Gonzalez and just wanting to emote, just wanting to talk, all the thoughts that my brain had that were limited by the meds all just came out at once. And so I would almost have a worse burst of hyperactivity as the meds were wearing off. Adderall's a little bit different now. I still, I'm a programmer, I'm a software architect, I work in the comic industry, and I'm in front of people all the time. And that honestly is kind of a natural outlet for that, because I can be outgoing, I can talk a mile a minute, I can do all of those kinds of things. And it's honestly a benefit for my career. Personal life is a little bit different, so it's always a balance between what you need to have medicated, what behaviors are positive and negative. It's great for my work, not so great for my personal life, and making sure that I'm doing the day-to-day, things that aren't as exciting as everything else, making sure that the chores get done, bills get paid, all of that kind of stuff. It's hard to make those primary activities. My job, I love my job, it's my passion as well. So it's really easy for me to take that hyper focus or that extra energy and apply that in a positive manner to life. But it's not that easy for everybody else. And Chris, it's going to be a personal experience for you. Once you start taking those meds, it takes a little while to adjust. You're going to feel real weird, but you'll find that balance of when you need to take stuff, and you'll learn to do that. And my advice for you is after you got to give it a week or two, or a month. But if it's not working for you, find another thing. Don't force that to be your crutch or your thing there. It all comes back to balance,
If you don't mind me asking, Sean, what do you do now?
What do I do?
Yeah,
you might have missed it earlier.
So the way I mitigate my ADD, honestly, it's through a mix of behavioral stuff. I learned a lot about biofeedback and honestly meditation. And I learned to figure out what my triggers are and to recognize when I'm not paying attention to things I'm supposed to, or going overboard with stuff, and then ADD is taking the reins. So as soon as I kind of recognize those, I do little meditations. I'll remove myself from a situation and focus on something else for a little while, and then come back to what I was doing or not doing. And that for me works better than medication, because I still have the mental sharpness. Like I said, ADD is a superpower in some respects. When I'm writing code or doing something like that, the ADD and the hyper focus, it's a godsend. Like, I can write amazing code. I can work really well. The other thing is time management too. When I'm in an ADD mode, I force myself to work at night. So my most productive hours are between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. Like, I can get so much stuff done. There's nothing else that's focusing or that's taking my focus away. Or if I've got too much energy, I'll throw up anime on a second monitor and listen to it while I'm coding too. So that extra energized part of my brain has something else I can listen to. I don't necessarily, retain that, but it's another focus that I don't have to look at, and I can do both things and multitask at the same time. So I know that sounds weird, but again, it's
Not
once
to me.
the big part
Yeah, that's me.
that you've recognized it, and if you can recognize it and you have a personal awareness of it, then you'll find your own path figuring out what the best way to mitigate that for you is, whether it's meds, whether it's herbals, whether it's regulating your caffeine intake, whether it's time management and prioritizing tasks at different times of the day. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael. By the way, Mike, if you want to jump on, you're free to jump on, man. I know you're probably busy drawing, but you can always draw on the stream. I don't mind.
Chris, before you take anything, I strongly advise you ask the doctor what it will do to your pee-pee. That's the most important thing. Okay.
I see what you're talking about.
You don't want to have any. You don't want to have any pee-pee side effects. Okay.
Well, I mean, I keep trying to tell her like I need something to make it smaller, man. Like I need some.
I'm not talking about what defects you may or may not have with your pee-pee currently.
Interesting.
We're talking how it will affect it going forward.
Pee talk. Okay. I see where your focus is here.
I love the monocle came out.
I'm being polite to Bronze's channel and I'm using the word pee-pee and not anything else.
It kind of bugs me more.
Yeah, CJ, I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Penis.
Well, yeah, I mean, the one thing I wanted to make sure was get a really eloquent opinion on what was going to happen to my wee-wee when I was talking to the doctor.
Wee-wee is a good word.
Wee-wee? Yeah, oh no! I was gonna say I don't know. That's just as bad as pee-pee. That's
worse. That's the only one I could think of that was worse than pee-pee, actually. But yeah, no. Here's what I'll say on it real fast, and this is again, I think people that watch my channel, you probably have a sense of the fact that I tend to go pretty seriously when it comes to researching. If you watch it in my price analysis videos or like some of the stuff I talk about, like I want to know what I'm talking about. Like when I'm studying like comic book trivia, I want to be able to beat anybody out there in comic book trivia. Right, CJ?
Ooh, I think he wants a round two, huh?
But to be serious, that's the last one I'll do for a while, man. I just had to when you're on here.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this kind of stuff, trust me, I'm being careful. And here's what I would recommend. If you have somebody close to you that's going through this stuff, or you have some suspicions yourself that there are some of these things that we talked about now that are sounding a little familiar, do your own research. Also, talk to a medical professional. Don't be afraid to be an advocate for your own medical needs. If you talk to a medical professional, it seems like they're not taking what you're saying seriously, talk to another medical professional. That would be my second piece of advice. It's not just finding a doctor and talking to them, it's finding the right doctor and talking to them. It's not just, you don't want them to tell you what you want to hear. That's not the point, is to just be told what you want to hear. It's to, oh, does that make sense? Think about the appointment afterwards. Did what they say make sense? Well, did it seem logical? Did it seem like they're just trying to get through this patient to talk to the next one? Because that can happen a lot too. And yeah, absolutely. When you talk about things like, are we taking this medication just for other people around you? Also, maybe consider that is an important part of the equation for getting through this life. If you're irritating all the people around you, how are people going to perceive you?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, there needs to be a balance to all those things. You need to find out what works for you. There is no one size fits all. That's why I had that conversation where it was literally like, it's going to take a while to get you dialed in to what's right for you. Like, we can start you at this dosage, start you on this medication, and it's a best guess of like what's going to work for you. It's not the final solution. The odds of it being like, I'm perfect and that is what I'm going to take every day for the rest of my life is pretty much zero.
So Chris, I want to interrupt. In chat, Tex just brought up a good thing. When I'm talking about the behavioral stuff that I do is kind of a homegrown thing, but what he just brought up in chat, the CBT, the cognitive behavioral therapy, is something that I would encourage you to ask your doctor about.
Yeah,
because there's some regimented biofeedback stuff and behavior modification stuff that they can do, and it becomes more of kind of a mental therapeutic approach as opposed to a pharmaceutical one. And I don't like taking pharmaceuticals for anything either. There's just too many side effects. There's too many weird things that happen when you're putting chemicals in your body. But the CBT is pretty successful for a lot of people also. And again, it's all about recognizing behaviors and being able to come up with coping and kind of other ways of intervening with yourself there, and using your brain to do that. And that's it's pretty successful with a lot of people. But again, not everything is right for everybody else. But that's a good point he brought up.
And I also just want to tack onto that, Tex. You're running in a delay, so you might not have heard this. So the medication I'm looking at is not an SSRI, and I actually am personally if I'm not saying I would never ever listen to a doctor that told me to take an SSRI, but I would be strongly opposed to it. Look for a different approach.
Yeah.
The approach I'm currently taking. What's that?
What's SSRI?
It's a selective serotonin receptor inhibitor. Yep. I believe. I might have that wrong slightly, but it's essentially, we're talking about managing the chemical balances in your brain, and that is doing the serotonin is one of those chemicals in your brain. What I'm got an issue with, it's a blocker, and I'm trying to increase production of dopamine. It's a little different.
Look, I'm an old school.
What it really does, Chris, is it does. So there's a couple of different neurotransmitters that your brain uses to help electrical connectivity between neurons, right? So when you have ADD, you have less serotonin, but you can't necessarily just raise the serotonin. So what a lot of the ADD meds is they just increase everything so that the minimum serotonin level comes up to where it's supposed to be, but then you're left with an increase of everything else. This is why, it does the same thing that speed does. That's why these drugs are class 2 narcotics, because when somebody takes speed, it increases all of their neurotransmitter levels, and that's why that works for people that really have ADD. But there can be, it's like putting nitro in your brain, right, or nitrous. So it's it can be problematic. You got to watch out, with doing that.
Yeah.
So
I have to say this. I'm very pro towards this kind of stuff that Sean is actually telling everybody about, and trying to find alternative type of methods in order to avoid the drugs. Because think about it like this: if you start now, when are you going to end? You're still a young guy. If you were 90 years old, say fuck it. I'll take the drugs until I die. You got a lot of life left. You don't want to be crippled by drugs and having to take them for the rest of your life. So I know that you're doing your research and everything, but just be careful of what you do. But I will say this one: there's a wonderful documentary that's out there as far as talking about a very good type of behavior modification system that exists. The documentary is called Clockwork Orange, and if you haven't seen it, I do suggest that you do watch it. Very, very state of the art stuff.
It's that one. That's
funny you
that's
say
one
that. I did order a bowler hat out of the middle of nowhere just because.
See, and then that's why I brought out the monocle.
There you go.
Look, I'll look. You guys were talking about old school. You guys were talking about raising serotonin levels. Let me just say this: I was an old school raver. I went to all the raves down in the 90s. I had my fun.
Did you do the ecstasy?
Look, we're not trying to promote drug usage here, CJ. I don't understand why you're asking questions.
I'm just asking. You said you're a raver.
Sure. I was an old school raver, and I had my fun, and we found tips and techniques to help raise serotonin levels after a weekend of partying. I feel like, oh no, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that all affected my brain. I think I have ADHD because I used to rave a lot. I think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure due to the loud music that I listened to very close to my ears on these very huge speakers in these underground warehouses. I'm pretty sure that's what gave me the ADHD. We'll blame shitty house music for that.
Oh. So yeah. By the way, this comment. So that does work in a lot of cases, but what I will say is you also have to realize that sometimes there's a cause and effect, and sometimes it's the other way around. Is what I would say there. Trust me, I've definitely done that too. Yeah. So here's the other thing. All well and good advice. I appreciate where it's coming from. At the same time, as somebody who's been struggling for decades with certain problems, I'm willing to approach a different chapter of trying something different other than some of the suggestions that have already been listed. Let's put it that way.
Just don't overlook the PP.
Kilted brought up something that I would like to. I don't want to confirm, but I will tell you this: certain drives down long roads were a lot easier to manage for people that I know. Just saying, fungi is another way to go. And just to let you know, it's decriminalized in Oakland, California,
and it is in Colorado too. And I may or may not have integrated some of that into my personal.
Can you confirm or deny?
Confirm or deny. You know what? I've heard mushrooms are great coffee. Replacement is what that's the new thing, right? That's the mushrooms that's the fungus we're talking about, right, Sean? Right? That's
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So definitely something that all of it's being taken from a good place, but also just. Trust me, guys. I'll focus on myself plenty. But I did want to have that conversation, and because I have a feeling there's probably at least one person watching this chat that might be like, "Huh, I've been experiencing stuff that seems similar," or even if it's not this, it could be some other type of issue. And if you do have those kinds of issues, or you're having some other kind of issue that is depressing or any of those types of things, always reach out. Another great place, I really recommend joining my Discord and talking there. There's a lot of people that are willing to talk about all kinds of things there, cheer you up, be a community for you. I cannot stress enough, we talked about veterans earlier. We were talking about Mission 22. We talked about the veteran suicide rate. There is a lot of veteran collectors in the comic book community, and there is a lot of people with mental health issues in the community. And at the very least, I think finding some community to talk to, finding some people that are willing to, not just brush it off or be like, man up, bro, or whatever, is very good for you. And if anybody out there is needing that at any time, reach out, connect with my communities that I've created, because I guarantee you that you're going to get some support there that could help you. So that's the real message I wanted to make sure that we disperse tonight.
Just want to share and be open about it.
That this podcast tonight is a perfect example of the ADD mentality, because we're now an hour in and all we've talked about is ADD.
It's true.
Not to call anybody out, but we're all a little.
Why is it that you don't have a clip on your arsenal of clips here from G.I. Joe singing "Knowing Is Half the Battle"?
G.I. Joe.
Well,
I'm just expecting it to be clicked at any moment. And out of all the people that I should have one, it'd be you. What the fuck?
What? Something happened?
Yeah, you're turning over a comic in your hands. Your video feed looks something else.
No way.
Yeah, somebody's peeling a thing off the comic.
Wait, are they really gross nicotine stained hands?
I don't know.
Maybe. Is it a Dollar Tree comic book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that wait, Sean, here's the real question. Is Final Faction First Impact in the Overstreet Access library?
God, I hope so.
That's funny, dude.
You're hilarious. You're just hilarious. Funny, haha, man.
I gotta make more of those, man. The two I have are getting kind of old.
No, they're not. They're actually too not needed. We don't need that.
Is that big Kool-Aid guy over there? Do you have
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You got big and you got little.
Oh man, like you added water to him, didn't you? That's what happened. He expanded.
He's been taking medication that have increased the size of his pee.
He's just a little bloated.
Pee, wee, one or the other, right?
He just got a little bloated. That's all. Anyway,
just real fast. October 24th, I have my evaluation with my medical folks, and I have a long list of questions that I need to answer, and I have to give this to somebody who knows me very well to also answer the questions, and let's see how it goes, because I would like to focus better, and I want to listen. I really want to listen to my girlfriend, and really care about the things that she says, because they are important to her. And it does go in one ear out the other. It really does. And it's one of those things where I'm not doing that on purpose, but she hates that so much about me. And I know I have it. So October 24th, crossing my fingers. Someone
Wait,
says,
is
yeah,
she
there's
the one
something
that's
wrong with
pushing you to do this, or are you doing this on your own?
She didn't push me. I thought it was good for myself. She didn't tell me to do it at all. Help me.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, throwing this out there, I can send you the links to the herbal stuff that I'd recommend based on what I've found so far. But yeah, good on you for doing that. I'm glad you're investigating that. And yeah, it's you know, just I guess the moral of the story when it comes to ADHD specifically is there are different approaches, and just to echo, every medical professional I've talked to so far has not said just take medication. I don't want that to be the driver. My current frustration is that's the one element that I haven't been able to try yet is over-the-counter medication and that is part of the equation on every front, is to try it and see what it does for you, because you could take a lower dose too. It's not like you need to take a high dose, or you could need to take a higher dose. It might go that way. But that's my current frustration with that is I can try all the other things, and I have therapy sessions to work on the behavioral therapy side of thing and all these different elements that I can try, but that's the one that I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I'm glad you're going to go do that, man.
Yeah, and I'll keep you updated.
Well, sure. I'm just gonna say goodnight to everybody because I'm gonna have to hop off. I jumped on just to say happy birthday to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for depressing me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sean, you said you're going to be in Baltimore?
Yeah, drop by the Overstreet Access booth.
Guess what? I'm going to be wearing a red shirt, and it's going to say CGC on it.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
on a black Overstreet Access shirt and a bunch of tattoos.
So this is what's going to happen. You're going to see somebody running at you with a red shirt going, look at me, and you'll know who it is.
Okay.
But he's got to say it in a Spanish accent. Like, you really got to throw it off. Like, you can't be like, oh, look at me.
What kind of
Spanish? Because he goes up to him like this, like, remember me?
Yeah. Wait, Spanish from Spain? Or am I talking in a different Spanish-speaking country, like Mexican, Ecuadorian? What am I doing? Brazilian?
Brazil doesn't speak Spanish.
It's Portuguese.
Well, Portuguese.
I said Spanish. Why are you bringing up Portuguese?
They speak Spanish.
CJ, you got issues. You got issues.
CJ, I've got issues should be your next shirt.
There we go.
Argentinian, Chilean. What kind of accent do you need?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
So let me try. Look at me, man. No, I can't do that.
No, that's East Los Angeles. Hold on. Wait. Now you're appropriating the cholos out in East Los Angeles. I'm pretty sure the locals weren't appreciative of that one right there. Okay.
Yeah, Spanish.
I don't know, I got to work on it. I got to work on my British accent. And I got to work on my Spanish accent. All right. So
remember, British. You have to learn how to say Michael Caine correctly.
Michael Caine correctly.
Michael.
I don't know.
Have you heard his story where he talks about that?
Yeah.
Michael Caine correctly, man. No, I think I gotta figure it out.
On the chat. I think I sent it on the chat one day.
I think CJ. I think you need to work on your American first.
Listen, I speak New York. That's all I need. I speak New York, okay?
So yeah, we'll walk
here.
I'm fucking walking here, man. Oh, I cursed.
Hey, forget about it.
I've cursed like 4 times, so it's all good.
Hey.
We didn't do it in the beginning of the stream, and it's like friggin' 9:45 here and like 12:45 there. I think we're good.
I mean, we're in prime time,
here, man.
We're in
You
prime
not like
time.
you said pee or anything.
Do we not cuss on this stream? I apologize.
Oh no. I just asked that we keep it between PG-13 and R, somewhere in that kind of. Yeah.
That's great.
Pop doesn't like that. Pop doesn't like that at all. Look at me.
All right, you're in good hands, with Papa. I gotta go pack.
All right,
So I'll be
Oh.
listening. I'll be
Oh, no.
listening in the freaking background as I'm packing.
Good.
I
You
got
should.
to freaking drive to freaking Baltimore, and
Baltimore.
hopefully I don't get crabs along the way. I want to get them when I get there.
Get the crabs.
You know?
Yeah. Save the crabs for Baltimore. I think that they support that message.
That's the play.
Save the crabs for Baltimore. That's the next shirt.
Yeah.
I'll try to look you up, Sean, over there.
Imagine that. It says "Look at me" and then "Save the crabs for Baltimore." Like that would be just the most confusing shirt ever. Like, wait, hold on, what? Hold
Not
on.
to me, and that's all that counts.
No,
Listen,
I'm glad you two are going to get a chance to meet up there because you were two people I was going to connect at some point for some stuff anyway. So I'm glad you guys are getting a chance to say hi.
I will say hi to him. I will tell him to look at me, and it will be glorious. Okay. All right.
One of you.
All right, Tattoo Man. I'll see you. All right.
Take it easy.
Have a nice
CJ.
day. Thanks for coming on.
Happy birthday.
Thank you,
if
man. I
say
appreciate
something
it.
fucked up, I'm gonna come back on. Just don't
All right.
say anything bad about me.
Happy birthday, CJ.
All right. No, it's not my birthday. It's your birthday. Somebody's
Happy birthday to you.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Yay. That's like the thing too. Like with the kids in my family, every time there's a birthday, everyone does the whole happy birthday part. You know, the Mexican side, it's feliz cumpleaños, todo eso, all that stuff. And then like as soon as the song is done, I'm the one that starts it. 1, 2, 3. I got like 4 kids joining me. This is your birthday song. It is very long. Yay!
Is that one of the ones that came around during the whole like copyright thing with the happy birthday song?
I don't know.
Because
I've known
like
this
all
song
these
like
all the
20
chain
years.
restaurants couldn't sing happy birthday for a while, or they
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
because they were afraid of like lawsuits or whatever.
What? Really? Oh well.
Yeah.
You know what?
because-
That makes sense because I worked at Marie Callender's for like 3 years, and we had like a little song. Happy birthday! This is your special day. Happy
that's
birthday. What
okay.
was you gonna say? Hey, happy birthday!
That's the one I'm
from
thinking
all
of
us
that I
to
heard a lot.
you.
I'm feeling triggered now, E-Man. I don't know.
Oh, actually, hold on. Look, ADD. Let's go ahead and calm it down a little bit. Let's bring it down a level here. But yeah, I worked at Marie Callender's, and that was like the song that we had to sing. Like there was another one. It was like today is a birthday, and then we had a little clapping
That
thing.
one sounds aggressive.
It was yeah.
Look, I know. Jeez, all right, calm down.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Fuck, oh, please. Oh, not in the face, bro.
We're getting sued for assault. That song is way too long. Audio assault.
Like
Um,
someone's pee-pee on the
my-
street.
my
It's too
favorite.
long.
EDM band is Audio Assault. It's not a real band. Should be. Well, it probably is a real band now that I said that.
That's stupid. I was
So-
about to look it up. Audio Assault. Let me look into this. What is this? Audio Assault. I like
Probably.
EDM also.
Probably is. Well, yeah, we know from your story, Mr. E.
That's why they call me the E-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, no, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. It's short for my real name. There's no other.
All right. Hold on, let me verify that real fast. No, you just put E-Man on
Put
your
E-Man on the. Yeah, thanks for showing off my.
Oh man, I
address,
didn't even
too.
think about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, he sent me this thing, and then I was like, oh no. I think luckily the brightness was so high you probably couldn't make anything.
No,
out.
you could. It was blurry, and then it'd be really weird if you go back and screenshot it. And if you are one of those weird people that screenshots my address, please go ahead and send me your stickers. If you have stickers, please send them on over.
there you go.
No
Send
problem.
comic books or something. I don't know.
Comic books, it's fine. That's all okay with me.
Um,
There's E-Man comic books out there, so if you ever find an E-Man comic book and then you use this address here, I have zero problems with that. Please do. That's what my name's from. It's from the E-Man comic book. That's exactly it. It's not from the 90s raver days.
I think we have one of those highlighted on Overshoot Access. We did a cover on that.
I was
Nice.
trying to get the artist. I was trying to get the creator on my show to talk to him about that. And I think like that would be a fun conversation. You're the creator of E-Man. Hi, my name's E-Man. I didn't take it from your comic book,
I am
but let's go
E-Man.
ahead and have a conversation. Hey, I got to get going here, Chris. However, like like, is there a way for us to do a giveaway here? Like, do you use the StreamYard giveaway hashtag picker?
You know what? I was actually just looking up. I unfortunately was running a little late to this. ADHD, who knew? My management skills is just weird. I was trying to figure out one because I wanted to use it for some giveaways. Do you have one you recommend?
You know what? How about if I just go ahead and private chat you something? It's just the basic one that everyone uses,
Perfect.
the StreamYard giveaway picker.
Oh,
You just
there we
select like tonight's stream, and then you put like a word in there.
Got it. Okay. So let's do you're saying you had one to do?
Yeah, dude, I would like to give one out, dude, if you don't mind. You know, it's, as a happy birthday to you, I'm gonna give a present to your guests, to your audience.
What would you like your keyword to be?
Hashtag not ecstasy. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't know.
No. You know, I'm part of the C-List Villains podcast. So let's go ahead and do like my normal hashtag that I throw out for that. Hashtag Villains Unite. Can we do that? Hashtag Villains Unite. Let me go ahead and show everyone what I'm going to be. I just want to send out. So I went to San Diego Comic Con. It's my very first time ever going to San Diego Comic Con this year. And, friends were like, dude, it's your first time. Let me get you something. I had some friends just go ahead and hand me some stuff. And it was really cool. Some of these things, not really from my collection. So I definitely want to be able to put it in somebody else's collection. So one of the things I'm going to be giving away is this, what is it? The Spider-Verse, Edge of Spider-Verse #3 San Diego Comic Con exclusive. It's the Spider Blue. Still in the poly bag too. I don't know if you guys want me to take it out of the poly bag. So I'll go ahead and give this out right here, as well as The Last Ronin, last year's #1. This is the Aaron Bartling trade.
Ooh.
So we have the Aaron Bartling, The Last Ronin cover right here, and as well as the Edge of Spider-Verse #3. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So yeah, hashtag Villains Unite. The winner will get this and probably like a couple of other awesome books that'll go in between to prevent it from getting all smashed. And some stickers. I'll throw in some stickers in there too. How about that?
Thanks for your $6.53 super chat. All these are like with text. All these are going to be obscure references that I don't understand, to like weird incidents of people freaking out on planes or something. But thanks, Tex. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. Let's give people a chance to get their hashtag in. I have 3 correct entries, so make sure you copy the one that I posted in chat. If I win, we'll draw again, because I don't want to be taken away from anybody winning their books.
A couple of cool books. I don't know what else would I throw in there. I'll probably throw some other stuff in there. I don't know. Here, look, I'll grab some just random books. Oh, look, cool. How about
the key, guys? All caps. Oh, hey, that's a good book.
Yeah, this is the Spider-Man number 797 right here. This is technically the first appearance of the Red Goblin. Yeah, this is the Midtown Comics one right here. I'll throw some other stuff in here. How about this? This is Beyond the Breach #1, the Aftershock Ambassador exclusive. I used to be an Aftershock ambassador, so I used to get all these Aftershock comics.
Oh, nice.
So I'll throw that in here. Any Radiant Black fans? That's not the cover. Yeah. Hold on, wait. This is the cover.
Radiant White cover.
Radiant Black.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, a couple of Radiant Blacks in here. What else do I have in here? Oh, a couple. Look, foil goodness. How about some House of Slaughter #1 and Berserker Foily #1?
You go, the modern foily books.
Don't worry about me not having enough Berserkers. There's 600,000 Berserkers out there. And then I also bought the 1 in 500, which is getting slapped. So don't worry about me not having Berserkers, guys. This will be for you guys. All right. There, look, a fat stack of books right there for the winners. How about that? Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just because we have 7 entries in here. I know a lot of people are typing in. I think it is case sensitive. So make sure you're doing the all caps on it. And please post it back in if you did lowercase, because I want to give everybody a chance to win that awesome giveaway that E-Man is doing for the show there, and I really appreciate that.
Damn. Yeah, no problem. Happy birthday to you, man. 40? Man, 41. You're still a baby, dude. You still have years ahead of you.
Hopefully, yeah. That's the hope, right?
See, I'm turning 46 this year. I have a 30-year-old next year. I have a 21-year-old next year. Like, it's nuts. Like, life's crazy. I can't.
Yeah, it's all relative too. Like I've never been like too stressed out about the decades, right? The 30 to 40, those ones, they hit a little bit, but yeah. I mean, in my head, I'm still a 12-year-old kid. So.
Yeah, I still collect toys. Like I still have Look, I literally just bought like some Transformers recently. I'm like, my girlfriend's looking at me like, God, you're such a child. I'm like, yeah, better this than like ecstasy. Okay. She's like, yeah, you're right. She's like, but
that kind of that, man.
That's
weird. Say that. One of the things you're gonna do later in the show.
Oh,
spoilers.
All right, I might not be going anywhere. I think I'm going to keep these spots. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to stick around for that one right there.
There you go. I mean, yeah.
Right, no, I gotta get going.
I swear there's been more than that. But it's giving me a live counter here. There's 9. Okay, so I'm gonna do about 10 seconds, and then we'll do the drawing on it. Okay, guys?
I think you can hit like refresh, right?
Okay, I didn't want it to like go bye on me. And
no,
it just did.
It just did. Set it up again. Set it up. It's all good.
All right.
CJ o'clock.
Oh yeah, because it should pull from the whole stream no matter what, right?
Yeah, it should.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we're still at 9 entries. AI.
Villains Unite. Hold on. How did you spell it? That's what I want to know.
Did I spell it? I think I spelled it right. Maybe I spelled it wrong.
No, you spelled it right. Villains Unite. That's weird.
Okay, all caps, Immortal. Let's give those a couple of people a chance to fix it. Yeah, those are some good books, man.
Fun stuff. I think you should go back out to the community. I've had my fun with them.
Nice.
It's time. You know what? Matter of fact, look. How about this? I'm boxing this live for you guys. Look.
Oh man.
Look. How about that? Look, it's getting ready. It's getting ready for the winter up there. Look. Gemini.
Oh man.
Brand new Gemini too. Never been used. It's quite obvious that this is a brand new Gemini. Never been touched. Never been used. Ready to go. Look at that. See, look.
I'm gonna let Big E get in here. Come on, Big E, give it to all caps. There you go.
Hold on. Let me see what stickers do I have.
Big E got a typo in your. Do it one more time and get the A before the I. That's the trick to spelling villains.
Villains Unite. Here you go. Look. See, this is what my Optimus Prime. This is the Optimus Prime popcorn tin that you got from the movie theater.
From the Rise of the Beasts.
My girlfriend's looking at me. She's like, "What did you buy?" I'm like, "I use my EMC points and I bought this." She's like, "I don't want to know. I don't want to know." She's like, "Does it transform into a popcorn tin?"
Those things were insane for a while.
Yeah, they were. I convinced my cousin who went with me. He's like, "Wait, they have what?" I'm like, yeah, look. And I'll throw these stickers in, like some cool fancy looking stickers. Yeah, why not? Throw some. Look, ready to go. Bam.
Papa did the math. All right, so guys, we are going to do the drawing here. I'm going to count down for 10 seconds and then
do you want to share the screen? Do you know how to share the screen?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should do it the right way. I'm a professional YouTuber, right? No, I've never done this part before, so this is fun. And then share.
Well, you should be able to select like one of the screens down at the bottom.
Yeah. Giveaway tool. There we go. All right, so 11 entries in here. I'm gonna, do 5, 4, 3.
Good luck, everyone.
1. And please don't be me. Please don't be me. It's just an example.
Hey,
on the stream. Congratulations.
Papa got it. Oh man, rigged.
In before somebody says rigged.
I know someone's gonna have the rigged.
Congratulations, Papa.
Congratulations, awesome, Papa. Yeah.
Thanks for that, E-Man.
Yeah, no problem. Right there, going out to Papa. Give it to K-pop.
Give it to K-pop.
Are you sure, Papa? You want me to give comics to my hair nemesis, to the person who's trying to take away my 2024 best hair win? Is that what we're doing, Papa? Watch. Fuck yeah. Watch.
Yeah, he's going to hold up a finger.
Katie, I guess you're getting comics. She's cute. Says who?
Rig. Knew it was coming.
Katie wishes. Katie, hit me up on Instagram. You know where I'm at. Send me your Addy, and I'll go ahead and get these sent out to you. Okay, homie. Bam, out to you. Thanks to Papa. All right, Chris. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you for having me on. Like
Yeah,
it was a pleasure, and you know, have a great weekend, man. Like celebrate hard, play hard, do hard, do everything.
I will, man. I'm going to some UFC fights on Saturday, and gonna live it up and do that birthday week thing.
Are you going to go to Vegas? Because I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend. Just wondering.
No, I'm going to some of my friends' house. We're all going to get together we get together like every couple of months. So,
yeah. Screw you, CJ. Quit it. E-man, the community decided your hair sucks. Harsh. God, I hate you and love you at the same time. All right. Good night, everyone. Peace.
Nighty, man.
See you.
All right, so I'm going to do the first giveaway. We got one person coming. I'll make sure you got your camera on before I throw you in there. I'll do one more giveaway here real quick because I didn't give away any of the stuff I was talking about giving away yet. Let's see, what's a good hashtag we could do. Glad he showed me that trick. First, let's bring in K-pop to the house. What's up, K-pop?
Hi, hello.
Hey,
how are you guys?
welcome to the show. Your first time on here.
No, I think I've been on before.
You've been
Long
on
time
okay,
ago.
It
Long
was a
time ago. It's
All
been
right.
a hot minute. It's been a hot minute.
I don't do a whole lot of streams, so I assumed.
Yes, but also happy birthday. Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's do the Marvel related one here. So we got Marvel Superheroes featuring the Incredible Hulk number 78. That's a women reprint. It's kind of a cool book.
Women's are fun.
That Black Widow spoiler variant for Venom 23. Nice foil Hulk reprint there.
Oh yeah.
Facsimile. And I'm a big Cyclops fan, so I like to give away these kinds of things. Most of the giveaways are Cyclops and Cable, X-Men 310, and Scarlet Witch number 1. First appearance of Captain character in the in the comics from the MCU, which whatever, that's fine. Minor stuff, but hopefully a fun little package. Let's do the hashtag is all lowercase to make it easier for people. Mission 22, all one word. Mission and then 22. And that will be the Heroes for Heroes charity that we're going to donate for. Throw that back up on the screen for a second. And yeah, that'll be your winning entry. Let me get that set up here.
Good luck, people. Good luck.
Yeah.
Those are some good stuff. I got that 181 foil, and it is pretty sexy shiny in person, let me tell you.
Yeah, and in fact, this bag just kind of dulls it. I'm just going to pull it out for a second.
Yeah, take that out and really give it some sexy action.
Unfortunately, it does that thing that all the foils do these days.
Yeah, there you go. Bam.
Kind of folds up on you on the edges, but it is very shiny. Now my lights overwhelm anything when I try to get light on it, but it is very shiny. I like Marvel's doing a better job on the foils than DC has been.
Marvel's doing a better job on the foils than they do on their regular comics.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty bad.
I could use a foilie. There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, I'll get in there, Biggie.
For the Mission 22 thing, if you weren't watching the beginning of the show, I will do a video on it later to announce the official start of the campaign. But basically, if you remember that from last year, I'm going to do a big auction. If you're a seller and you're willing to do 100% of your earnings from any kind of an auction, I'll be more than happy to have you on here if you want to come on. And hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, snap.
Hey,
Trouble has
turn
just
off the
entered the
show.
chat. What's up?
Everybody, this is one of our favorite artists of the friends of the channel, Michael McComb, in the house, aka Pool Boy.
I just wanted to say happy birthday and all that. I am actually drawing, so my head will be down.
Can we?
Yeah.
Or is that just? You got Speechless on the side there, and then one of your Wonder Woman covers or art you've done there.
Oh, that's just my screen. Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm drawing it. I'm just finishing what I was working on the show, but I don't want
Okay.
your channel to get dinged if it's like,
It's Mexi. Oh, there you go, man.
Maybe.
Very nice. I like that you've been switching it up and doing traditional, dude. Way to go, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm I don't know. I'm just into it lately for the first time in a long time.
Yes. Dig it.
That's cool.
That's great.
He's got to practice for his remark he's doing on my my cover.
I know,
right?
dude. I felt like I know. I knew I was gonna. I'm overwhelmed. So I can relate.
Dude,
to
I'm not razzing on you, man.
No, I can relate to everything you're saying because it's like I just dump myself into this, and then like everything else kind of falls away. But there's so much other stuff going on and all that. But you know, I think a lot of people struggle. I think it's like a human reaction to like just everything being so hyper speed now. You know, everything's just like everything, and we're just like, you know, affected by it. So
I think it definitely a lot of current society stuff definitely brings a lot of it to the surface. I think a little bit more easily. And awareness too is a big part of it too.
Yeah, I get it. Like I hear the superpower thing too, because without focusing, like I'd never get through anything, you know. So it's just like
Nice.
All right, guys, we got 9 entries on the giveaway. I'd love to get to at least 10 before we roll that giveaway, because we do have some more to do, of course. Again, it's all lowercase, hashtag mission22 if you want to get in.
Yeah, are you like 40 now or
41?
41. All right.
Yeah, doesn't sound right saying it. 40 sounded right. 41 just doesn't. Well, 42 would feel fun.
40s is a good age, man. 40s is a good age.
Yeah, I don't mind. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, well, add 10 years and you're going to, you know, look back and be like, man, I really wish I was that again. You know what I mean? So it's like, just enjoy it while you're there at the moment.
Yeah.
I prefer my 40s over my 30s. So I'm actually going to enter, but I'm going to enter on behalf of John Stout, who actually bounced.
No,
okay.
No, I'm going to, but he bounced, so I'm just going to enter on behalf. So if I win, I'm going to do that for him. So he's a good
42 is annoying because of the Hitchhiker's Guide reference, Biggie. Is that what you mean? Sorry, I'm turning on my fan. It's like
42 is a good year. I'm 42. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a fun
Pops
age.
is 42. Pops just turned 42. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna roll this one. Let me get the screen shared. I gotta close the old one because I'm confused. There we go. And present mode. Nope. That was weird.
Yikes.
Butterboy is Pull Boy.
There we go. All right, so we got 11 entries in there, and yeah, we're gonna roll this one. Good luck, everybody that entered. Hopefully, you win that Marvel package if you were looking for it. And we have a winner in. Oh, Lord
BK! Woo, BK!
That is awesome. So let me get a note on those with the winner. I don't think
for sure would have been rigged if K-pop won that one.
People would have been wondering. I don't think you've won from me before. I apologize if you have, and I just don't remember it. Go ahead and shoot me your address, like through DM or whatever, and I will get that sent out for you next time I make it to the post office. Get you some stuff, and I'll throw in for everybody who wins. Of course, you know, there's not many of these out there yet because I haven't been doing a lot of like auctions or anything like that. But I will get you one of the Bronze Age Nerd stickers that came in.
Snazzy stickers. Look at those.
Join the elite club. So, congratulations, Lord of Brooklyn. Glad you stuck around and won that.
Congrats.
And I got to figure out. I got this. Let's see. I can cover it up here. I got this stupid, sexy card, which is really hard to show off, but.
Oh yeah.
That Buddy sent me. I got to figure out which package to put that. I think I know which package that'll go in because there's one that's kind of sexy.
Can you that's a solid statement there, CJ, and it's facts. It's even better in person. Just saying.
One thing I people might know that I do this every year by now. At this point, I try to collect the X-Men issue that I am the age of. So what that means is like when I turned 39, I went out and got a copy of X-Men 39 to add to my
That's
X-Men
sweet.
run. I already had 41. I was looking for an upgrade. There's a fun story behind this book, but I'll show it off first. So I have X-Men 41 here, and it's a rough copy, right? You can see just how rough it is. So I definitely wanted to upgrade it. But here's the thing. I've had this copy for, I think, like 34 years or so. I bought it when I was really young. And it was like this when I bought it. I kept real good care of my books when I was a kid. So it's not like it got any worse. But I bought it for like a couple dollars. And I was like, oh my God, it's like an old X-Men book for a couple bucks. I got to buy this. So I planned on upgrading it because, I'm a big Cyclops fan. This is part of that Origin of Cyclops arc they did around that time in the X-Men books as the backup stories. But yeah, I just, people might be like, hey, did you do that this year? Because I picked up X-Men 40 last year and a pretty decent copy of that, which is a fun, the Frankenstein cover and everything. I got that one and hope to upgrade again. But I thought some of you guys out there might remember that I do that and want to check that out. So
That's
thought I'd
pretty
show
cool.
that. Yeah.
Hey Chris, I gotta bow out here.
For sure, man.
I wanted to say happy birthday. Thanks for having me on the show. And like I said, I'm going to be at Baltimore Comic Con this weekend. Hit me up next week. I want to talk to you more about the Heroes for Heroes stuff. I think I might be able to get some donation items and stuff like that, just through work and stuff like that. And
for sure, man.
Awesome. We'll hook you up.
Yeah, and definitely probably more of an offline conversation, but I'd love to talk to you too about some point about doing some other stuff on the channel, talking about Overstreet Access and stuff. I think it's a it's a real cool service that I want to get some people, some eyes on too.
We've got a bunch of new features coming out, hopefully tomorrow too. So
right on.
Let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, good luck at Comic-Con and have a good time out there. And thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
It's nice to see everybody. And I'll
see you, man.
Later.
See fun with CJ and his crabs.
Yeah. Watch out for CJ's crabs.
Yeah.
Generally good advice.
Yeah.
Yes. Later, man.
Bye.
Yeah, Sean's a real great dude. I definitely was a little surprised to see him jump on tonight. Pleasantly surprised. Hope to have him on more talking about some other stuff soon. I've been talking to him behind the scenes, and he's a cool dude. So loves comics, man. Anybody who can really talk comics and works in the industry will, get my attention. You guys want to do another giveaway?
Dude.
Another giveaway. Whoa. It's your birthday.
Comic books. I know, right? That's
this is the first time I've ever seen somebody give away so much shit on their own birthday.
I just the thing is, I like to do birthday streams, I like to do Christmas streams because I figure as an adult at the age I'm at, I don't have a lot of friends that are close to me. We're not going to get together and go drink and party. That's not really the kind of person I am. Some of them would love to do that probably. It's just not really, it's not going to be fun for me. That's not where I have my most fun. Hanging out, watching a movie, that would be cool to me. But we live a little bit further apart, so it's hard to get together and do all that. So I'm like, well, streaming's fun. I did the Christmas stream last year. I plan on doing that again on Christmas Eve. And then the birthday streams. And it's just why not just give stuff away? It's not about me. I'm going to unbox some cool shit I bought myself, but I'm also going to...
Giving is getting, bro.
Yeah, man. I know a lot of people are going to enjoy this stuff more than I will, So, and so, yeah, we'll do another one. Let's do another hashtag when we get that set up again.
Wait, it's also Daniel Aslad's birthday as well.
Whoa.
He's 50. You serious? There's 4 people's birthday in chat today.
And I will tell you, and I can tell you the reason why too.
Yeah, what were the stars doing 9 months ago?
No, dude, think about it. What are people doing in wintertime?
Oh, hey.
Cuddling up post-Christmas, all the holiday stress is over. There's a lot of September babies out there. Happy birthday, Daniel. I'm glad it's your birthday too. Hope you had a good one.
Just dripping butter.
Although at this point, you might be a September 7th birthday, depending on where you're at, actually.
Oh.
From Boys.
CJ, you should have been around when he had the luscious beard. He could have been nominated for the best beard.
That's good. Shavings.
Yeah.
Oh man, Don. Hopefully
Oh.
that's a joke. If not, though, dude, hit me up. Hit me up, man. Like, if you need somebody to talk to, I don't want to not put that out there. That you're always welcome to reach out if you want somebody to talk to, man. Hopefully you're kind of making a joke there or something like that. But if you're not, absolutely, I definitely would love to talk to you. Yeah, there's a lot of us, Jay. I tell the story sometimes. My dad and my daughter share the same birthday, which is a week from today. So pretty crazy. Yeah, exactly. Little post Christmas stocking stuffers. So let's see. We need another hashtag. This is like the hardest part.
Hey.
Oh, I know.
Whose birthday's on Tuesday?
Do hashtag booty, everybody. BOO. Not just stuffing the turkey. And I didn't do a booty cover of the week this week. That's my bad. Luckily, one of the books I'm giving away. Yeah, we'll do the package that has the booty cover in it.
Oh, nice.
Technically it has two, but I think that one's the.
Dude, bro, you're going for the goal.
There you go. Boom. Yeah, put it right above Butterboy's face.
There it is.
Bam.
It's like a
Seeker
There you
of
go.
the booty.
It's like a booty butter 69 right there.
Yeah, or like one of those face cards and a ticket card.
Right there, dude. That was the moment.
So yeah, hashtag booty for that one.
Action. Yeah.
But yeah, for this you're also going to get Undiscovered Country #1, which I don't know, maybe some people care about that.
Nice.
The Air World Tree 33, World Tree #1 with like the dark printing on it. I actually really dig that Vampirella.
That's a cute one.
It's pencil drawings with the hair, dude. I'm over it.
Well, it's
Oh,
the
come
one with that
on.
hair.
Swirly woo hair's the best.
Oh man, the hair. Forever.
And then Chin Potter's Rim Week.
Are you just doing full on pencil, full drawing, or are you going to add anything else to it? Inking it?
No, this is JW bought this. I'm gonna start scanning them though, and then putting them on paper and doing like Copics.
Yeah. Okay.
And both.
So it was a commission?
I want to practice. Yeah, just to kind of pick up a little extra something, like I just draw on pencil on the show because I'm always drawing, and then just if someone wants it at the end, just
somebody wants it.
Yeah. Oh, for those in chat that do not know Pool Boy, he is on FOC with Billy, and he's the one that's usually drawing on the FOC show with economics and comics. So if you guys don't know, that's who Butterboy is.
Yeah. Actually, hold on 1 second here, and I'll pull up something.
Yeah, but it's what it's done is it's like kind of unlocked this oh man, why haven't I been doing more of this? And I'm kind of bringing over some stuff I learned from digital to this, and they both kind of help, and it's fun. But it is so hard letting go of these things because I just started really selling these, and it's just I feel like Jim Carrey.
Yes, there you go. There's a Macomb cover right there. There we go.
There it is, dude.
I bought 3 of these, and I gave one away, kept 2. I'm gonna get it graded at some point. I was waiting to see if you were gonna do CGC authorized submitting stuff.
I am. It's just, dude. I'm I don't know. I need somebody to do all that stuff for me. Do you know what I mean? You think you got problems, dude? I got problems. I got problems. Sure. No, it's it's the same stuff. I've been it's all building up.
Yeah,
because I can't keep the work.
I watched him try to sign some books for Napes over there and for our friend Zan, and it took him a long time because he didn't want to screw it up. You did an excellent job on that, by the way, homie.
On what?
When you signed all those books at Motor City. Yes.
Oh, that was
you
fun.
did great. Yeah, I know. He said you did a great job.
I know. I feel like the biggest nerd, dude. That was fun though.
Valverde wanted to know what you use for your
Grand
digital work. Are you
Rapids
using an iPad?
November.
Oh, sorry, man.
You going to Grand Rapids?
Yeah, Josh is there, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Just to go, like not like anything, but I missed the Motor City Comic Con sign up thing by like minutes. On the cutoff night. I was like taking pictures because you have to upload everything and all that. And then
damn.
like, it was like 11:55, and I'm like, this can't be happening because I procrastinated too long.
Okay.
And then like right at midnight, the whole website it just reset.
Oh,
like
damn.
the website just like reset, and then there was this really annoying meme of this guy just being like, sorry, and I was like, oh man. But there's like a waiting list I might still try for, but I'm just like kind of, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, part of me is just like, okay, 2024 is your year, bro, you know.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it, you're gonna rock it. But yeah, go run around.
It's like the end of the year.
Grand
I'll go
Rapids,
to a
man.
couple conventions like to just go, and then I'll just get everything like prepped and ready to like kind of. I want to do a lot of them next year. That's like my goal.
Okay.
You know.
All right, guys, get in for that prize package. That's kind of that's the bigger one tonight. And I can't show it and do it justice without getting demonetized. But trust me when I say this is a really sharp, shiny metal Ryan Kincaid topless card. It's a metallic.
I love the cards, dude.
Yeah. Thanks,
Very
buddy,
shiny.
for sending that in. I don't really have a good spot for it, so I'm going to give it a nice home for somebody who I know is going to love it, which is somebody in the chat. So, all right. Got a couple more entries we'll get in here, and then we will run that beautiful giveaway. Michael Malverde was asking if you use an iPad for your digital work.
No, I use a Wacom tablet and a Mac, like a MacBook Pro with like a 24. It's the 24 HD. It's it's like actually I can just.
You got the Cintiq?
Turn the camera around. It's
Yeah,
just like a drawing board, and then it's just got like the pen, and then you just draw.
So that's the same thing that Art Chemist had last night on that stream you had?
Yeah.
This thing tilts. I'd need both my hands, but it tilts and it comes down into your lap, and it's like a big drawing board. I started on like an 11-inch, like way back in the day, and then I eventually kind of worked my way up.
Sweet.
But I want an iPad. I don't have one though.
It was very, very cool setup. Art Chemist was showing off his last night, and yeah, it looked really sweet. I mean, I don't do that stuff anywhere near that level, but I would love to mess around on something like that. I can see the appeal.
It I literally started on like just a tablet with no screen, and Art Germ, because like Art Germ does that. He doesn't use the Cintiq. He only uses like the tablet to this day. He doesn't like the Cintiq screens or nothing. So I was like, oh, that was cool. But then I was just like, no, I need the screen. And then I got the smaller one, but then as soon as I got it, I was like, oh, I need a bigger one because all the menus and all the crap, like half the screen was taken. So I eventually did. But I didn't really do that until I started like taking, like when I was serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then like it makes you want to use it more because it's fun.
All right, guys, you had plenty of time to get in on this
one. I had back to business.
Yeah, people know what's up. They know why they're here. So good luck, everybody, on this one. Papa, I'm generally with you on the Apple products. Like, just for me personally, I don't like them, but for artists and for a lot of designers, like it's pretty much unparalleled. Dude, Junior Ryan wins this one. Congratulations, man.
Just in time for his birthday. He said his birthday's Tuesday. He's gonna be 52.
Congratulations. All those Virgos, everybody wins.
Yeah, the chances of it
Birthday
being someone's
shenanigans
birthday
today. It's
is
amazing.
like 100%.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna get your name on that. Congratulations on the win, sir.
Yay. And it's been a hot minute since I'd seen him too, so that worked out.
Oh, I do want to remind everybody. We talked about it a lot at the beginning of the show, and it got overshadowed by a lot of other conversation, which is good.
Yeah, I
But
don't
this
love
is your super chat prize tonight.
what I've been using. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Got
That's
your
it.
Amanda Connor,
That's
one of my
pretty.
favorite artists of all time.
I like the black and white.
Yeah, and it's the black and white, and I love that the logo is still red, which really pops.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for like monochrome.
And that is a CGC 98. So if you do a super chat, you get a chance to win that as well. Also, that's seed money to help pay for some of my supplies for the Mission 22 Heroes for Heroes event we're doing this year. So, it's appreciated if you guys do that. Good luck to everybody. We'll draw that at the end of the show tonight, so everybody has a chance to participate in that one. I did say I was going to unbox some stuff. And I don't know, man. It's going to be kind of a long stream either way. So I will show all the things.
We streamed way long last night. Why not? Let's go. It is your birthday.
Ooh, pretty. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I did pick up this for myself,
Ooh.
which is the
And
combination Transformers G.I. Joe. So
and
it's
it's got your
Megatron.
boo in it.
Yeah, that's a solid purchase right there.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! We could play Battle Vex.
Is that like new or old?
It came out. I want to say it's like 6 months to a year old. I think.
Oh, well, that's new.
That's a good pack.
Yeah.
That's a good pack.
It might have been a little bit older. I've been kind of like just watching it, and Amazon. I love doing price watches on Amazon, and then like jumping on it when you see the sale come through. So like I think that normally goes for like between 80 and 100. And I got it for like 60. So
That was me with the Nintendo Switch store with the wish list, bro. It was like the second, like it was like that sale pops. You're just on it.
I'm hella patient with that stuff. So like I don't like a lot of people
me
like
too, bro.
I'll wait. I don't mind. I mean, some of that stuff you run the risk, especially with figures and stuff. You run the risk of it selling out, and then you got to pay a scalper insane money. But
Beef had to take off, and we got jelly fingers popped in.
oh, nice.
Yeah, the Labor Day sale for the Switch is still going on. There's a few games in there. I'm like, I wanna.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it down to?
I don't know what the highest percentage is, but there's a few of my anime games that I'm like, I might.
Oh shit! Like anime
I know.
RPGs all day, yo.
Yeah, I know. You know the ones that I like.
The ones with like the PS2 graphics and shit.
Yeah, all that stuff. I keep getting notifications that all the crap on my wish list is on sale, and I'm like, I don't want to look at it yet. I'll check it out. I spent a lot of money on some Halloween stuff over the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's fun. You got to treat yourself once in a while.
Yeah.
Do you want to post in something real fast? Let me go pull up the link for that. I forgot to. Well, I think I mentioned it, but the giveaways for the channel members tonight are donated by Gamma Based Comics. I'm going to post a link to their group.
Oh, sure.
Because they're awesome guys. And if you guys remember from last month, Scott runs Gamma Base, and his wife Belle has been going through some stuff, and so I like to shoot out the support for them, because paying for their medical costs. I mean, she's had 3 strokes now.
Aww.
She's definitely got a lot of medical costs are incurring. They're a really good comic selling group. If you like claim sales and live sales from sellers that aren't going to scam you, they back up their stuff. They've been around for a long time. I'm going to post that into the chat right now. It is on Facebook. I know not everybody's on Facebook, but they are doing their first Whatnot sale tomorrow night, I believe. So they're starting to expand in some other ways. I know, like I'm only on Facebook because of this stuff. If it wasn't for this stuff, I wouldn't be on there anymore. But if you go to my Facebook page, it's literally just ads for Bronze Age, basically. Thanks for the super chat there, Ben. I'll get you written down. But yeah, then I got. You guys want to see the Coffin Comics unbox, or do you want to see like any Grail unbox?
Depends. What's the coffin? Is it from a Kickstarter or is it from a shop that you just bought stuff?
It's from Coffin themselves, from their website. It's a special cover they did. That's what I'll say.
Ah, so it's gonna be some saucy stuff.
I think so. I think there's gonna be some fans.
Okay, I say coffin then. Let's go coffin.
Okay, it's easier to do that one for sure.
Yeah, Daniel also says coffin. And if Craig was here, I'm gonna assume Craig is gonna pop in just to say coffin.
He's probably gonna pop in and say, "I'm not here."
I know, but he would also say, "I'm not here," coffin, and then leave.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thanks for that super chat, Ben. I do appreciate it.
Nate says he's always down for coffin. Yeah. I do like when they do their Halloween sale because they usually have some really good Halloween stuff happening in coffin. Oh, fragile.
Yeah, must be Italian.
Yeah.
So I'll start unboxing that. And I appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out. I know it's kind of a some people want to hear more news and that kind of stuff. Not that kind of stream probably, but
News.
Birthday stream,
Oh,
bros.
it's your birthday, period.
I mean, it's not this kind of thing. I usually don't do like hangout style streams or whatever, but every once in a while they're pretty fun to do. I like being on them more, not having to worry about running them.
Yeah, it is definitely better from this end.
I know, and I haven't hung out with you on a stream in like probably 2 years, dude.
I'm afraid that if I go on, it's like I'll be on for 30 seconds. They'll be like, nope.
8 hours later, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying I'll come back, but it's just like,
Yeah, it's okay. Come back when you're not swamped in, all the work that you got piled up now. Which, congrats on that, by the way. Because
it's a lot more than just like drawing, though. People think I'm
Yeah.
just like sitting here drawing like boobs all day, which is true, like sometimes, but it's a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes
Totally.
it's butts, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it's other stuff. Hey.
I mean, that's the goal.
Other
not quite-
stuff is the goal.
I'm not quite full-time boobage.
So for a second, here's how dumb I am. For a second, I thought Dude Jr. was saying, like, because I do the thing where I buy the book that's the year that I'm turning. So I get issue 41 when I turn 41. I thought he was legit saying he was turning 121. Like, what? I get it. You didn't say you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing, but yeah, that's right. I like the idea of like treating yourself to a
That's
book.
up there.
Yeah, that would be extreme. That's a good book.
Melverde, somebody else said that they had the problem earlier. I believe it was Nate said that iPhone or whatever it was would not let him do that. Oh, look, it's your boy on there also, Dan.
Yeah, Dan doing the coffin work. So I will show you guys.
I think I missed it.
Oh, I'll show it again real fast. Here you go.
Also,
Oh shit! There he is.
yeah.
Bastard.
Don't you still have a Kickstarter cover up still for Star
Yeah,
Thief?
there's one for like 2 more days, I think.
No, him. Don't you still have a Star Thief cover up still on Kickstarter?
No, all
It
the
ended?
all the Kickstarters that I have, everything's wrapped up now.
Oh, damn. It ended? Okay. You had a
So
good one, though.
here's-
That was pretty. Oh, here we
This
go.
was the add-on.
Oof. Yeah, she's next on the list, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I actually think I ordered this, not realizing that I think I have another copy of this.
Uh-oh.
So might have to give one of these away next month. I'll have to double check to make sure. I don't want to give away my only copy, but it was kind of more like just to fill out shipping, because I was like, I'm already buying something. They got this on the website, but here's the real thing I got.
Oh, yeah.
One with the Nakayama. Had to get that. I love David Nakayama.
Jeez.
He
So
just
good.
did a masterful job
I like
there.
those eyes.
That's
Yeah.
all the inspiration I need, dude. Yeah, that face and like that like you just freaking
Lips. look
nailed
gorgeous.
it.
Even the nose. Like, he does faces really well. He nails
I like the hand expression, even just like the playful.
Yeah,
like,
the little yeah.
it's a little like I Dream of Jeannie 60s ish kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yep.
All the parts
I
look
picked up his
proportionate
Supergirl
and
covers he
lovely.
did.
Bro, he's master level, dude. There's really like There's no
Good
two
stuff,
ways
dude.
about it.
Oh, thanks, Mel. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get you in there. Take the spotlight off me for a second.
Yeah, I'm super nervous.
You're
Why
nervous?
are you nervous?
Well, not right now.
Well-
I'm saying about that cover. It's the Zombie Tramp versus Lady Death.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I think you're actually gonna crush it, man. You were built for that.
Dude,
I know, but like you wouldn't believe I've been thinking about it for months, and now it's like go time.
you're gonna kick so much ass on that.
But that
I
cover
told you.
that I just saw is like that put my mindset in the right spot again. It's like, okay,
Good.
that's like that's what we're aiming for right there, that level.
David Nakayama.
Bro, he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord of Brooklyn just said, I looked up and thought you said knockers instead of Nakayama.
That too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he does a really good job on the sexier side of stuff. But honestly, like, I don't have it up anymore. I have like his Cyclops cover he did. He did like, it's not really negative space, but it's like the, you know, like if it's a blue character, they'll have a blue background. And he still shows the definition around the character, so it's not all negative space. But it's similar to that concept. Like he did a really good job on those covers. He's done like his Spider-Man was really good.
That was like a hold my beer, I'll do it better.
Yeah. So, and in fact, I actually kind of enjoy those more than some of the negative space covers because those were kind of overdone. Some of those negative space ones are still amazing, though. The Wolverine JTC stands out for sure.
There's a lot of artists that I really appreciate. John Jang's another one, dude.
Yep, I've got Sean Jing pretty close to hand, I think, actually.
I met him at Motor City Comic Con. Actually, K-pop. Yeah. Oh, look at that, dude. Are you kidding me?
It's nuts, man.
I was like, I thought my stuff was colorful, and then I saw him. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a whole new level to this stuff, dude. It's so nuts.
So another thing, I don't think I really unboxed on stream, but I did just get this from Hasbro Pulse. Do this.
That's sick.
Layout here.
Very cool.
Got the female troopers. Big fan of the classified series. I'll show you what you get in there.
Yeah, he was an apes. You picked up some cool stuff at his table there. We all kind of hung around and talked to him for like ever.
Yeah, crazy. It was like so cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Don, that's an interesting comment. Like, what if comics were all just stick figures, but the greatest story you've ever read that got you right in the feels? Yeah, like that's the funny thing is, comics. I've always said this. Like for me, it's a very visual thing to draw me in. No pun intended. To draw me into the book, like the cover, the art style, the interiors, following along with how that artist creates their worlds. But ultimately, I won't read a book for the art, if that makes any sense. Like, it has to still be a good story at the end of the day. And I'm one of those people that a lot of people are art first, and a lot of people are story first. And I'm a really even mix. Like, it has to be good both ways.
Okay.
It's if there's no good story, then I'm not gonna read it. And you can only look at pretty pictures for so long and spend, especially these days, $5, $6, $7, $8.
Bro, have you read Fathom, dude? That's enough. Trust me.
Yeah.
That is so visually stimulating when you read that. It's insane. Like
that's really a good example of like where I think the art is like almost overpowering, you know, where it's so good. But
literally the finest example, penciler, inker, colorist that have merged together to make a piece of art.
Yeah.
I think
like,
the comics
literally.
is just like it's so freaking like undervalued and unappreciated by the masses as to where it should be like, you know, on a higher level than Hollywood, I think, because it's like it's the ultimate art form. And then if you want to make the movie, then do the Spider-Verse type thing. Like they finally nailed it. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that's a moving comic book, and it's like, but that's like everyone's so in awe of that, and that's like these, you know, it's like all these artists and writers, and it's just like they're all so different, and like they're all, it's just, I don't know. It's looked at as like just for comic book people, but I really think if I don't know, it's just, it's like, it's huge, man. I don't know. I think it's like the ultimate art form.
And I like that people are becoming
everything together,
aware of it too, right? Like, because for a long time it was kind of what we do in the shadows, right? Like, I'm very much of the age where I remember and collecting hardcore. I remember like not wanting to tell people. Like, I'm not like somebody who was really ashamed of comic collecting, but you wouldn't go out of your way to be like, I read comics, and be like, you suck. You know, like that was still very much, especially where I grew up, was a very kind of rural area. A lot of like, you know, it was more like if you were into sports, you were going to be cooler. If you were into this, that, or the other thing, you were going to be cooler. So, you know, again, I didn't hide what I was into, but I also didn't necessarily advertise it a bunch. And now it's almost like, you know, with MCU and everything, people obsess over this stuff, and they're not necessarily even comic book fans. So it is fun to see things kind of come out in the light of day a little bit more readily.
Yeah, people used to back in the day like hide being a nerd. Now it's accepted.
Yeah,
it's almost like cool.
Yeah, and I mean, to the point where you have people that almost like fake being into it or nerdy sometimes now, which is like bizarre.
I wonder if it's just like people don't like to read or something.
It's a lot of it, man. People hate reading.
It's words, bro.
I've never understood that. I was reading like,
well, because like the stories and stuff are just so much better than like movies and shows.
Yeah.
It's because your imagination fills in all the blanks, you know?
Dude, there are so many people probably around your area that I know in Georgia that collect comics that are in this community.
It's weird because like there's people around me where I'm in a super rural area. Like I live in a town of less than 700 people.
Yeah.
And
right now,
yeah. And I've lived in Portland and I've lived in big cities and stuff too. But now that's where I live.
Do you like it?
Yes, but there's a lot of caveats. Just like I like living in Portland, but there was like traffic is terrible, you know, like overcrowding is a big deal, crime, like all those things, right?
Yeah.
But there's kind of like its own set of problems and issues that I have here. I think I would probably go for something that's a little bit more of a blend. But the cool thing about where I'm at is I'm not terribly like in about an hour and a half, I could be back in Portland. In about an hour and a half, I could be at the coast. In an hour and a half, in half an hour, I could be at, you know, a giant mountain if I wanted to be. Like, I'm really close to a bunch of things. In about 2.5 hours, I could be in Seattle. So
yeah, I think that's cool.
It's not like I'm super far from any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I still can go do it whenever I want. And then it's funny because I'll go to those places and I'm like, I hate this, like being in traffic again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would actually probably prefer to be like more rural and then like just go to those places when you want, because it's like it's got to be like more peaceful, right?
Whoa. Dang.
So we went from peaceful and then a lot of prostitution.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, you know, like I said, pros and cons, right?
So business is thriving in the rural areas.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is that like a lot of drug use, you kind of see that. Not that there's not a lot of drug use like in the inner city, but it almost blends in sometimes. And you know, I was leaving Portland around the super giant increase in like homelessness and stuff like that. I still dealt with a lot of that, but it went to another level after I left. And those books.
Could be a name of your store. Specialize in two things.
Books and hooks.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, dude, frozenbooks.com, bro. Get it on lock.
It's already taken. No,
Yeah.
I need another hashtag for the final giveaway. Let's see, what should we do? How about birthday? Let's do all lowercase birthday, like the normal spelling. Even that sounds like a thing from Georgia. Birthday. No,
All
yeah,
right.
hashtag birthday.
Birthday. Hashtag
this
birthday.
one,
Let's go.
Speaking of Art Germ,
Oh shit.
Power Girls.
My frozen. Oh, hideous. Oh, thanks.
And then we got another foil for this one. That bag's a little bit better for showing it off. And then another Venom 23 spoiler. And I meant to look this up because I know there's some like minor first appearance in those, but there's a little minor Superman book. We got some DC fans in the chat. We'll give them a chance to win something. Always a big Harley Quinn fan. Harley Quinn Unchained #1.
I know I can't escape it, dude. I try and I can't.
Can't escape Harley Quinn?
Yeah. Like even tonight when I was like, I wanted to draw Harley Quinn, and that's why I drew Poison Ivy. That's because I was like, I can't keep drawing her.
Yeah, I'm especially with the cartoon. I've become increasingly interested in Harley Quinn. It seems like I was always a big fan.
The animated series.
Yeah, the new one.
It's
the
so
one
it's
so great.
It's so funny, dude.
And like, I had to convince my wife to watch it. She's like, I don't want to watch it. And then she watched it. And she's still not like necessarily a huge fan, but she did have to admit that it was a lot funnier show than she expected. I'm just gonna move you K-pop while you're probably restarting something. Let me know when you're back, and I'll add you back in. That actually reminds me, I got one more unboxing to do. Talking about Harley Quinn. What could it be? That drawing is still running, everybody. Oh, that's nice of you, dude, because you already won. Okay, cool. Tex is a huge Poison Ivy fan, so he'll take any of the discards. That's funny. But yeah, I'll start unboxing something while we're letting people gather for that drawing.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I love Poison Ivy.
Depending on how they packed, this could take longer. This one's also from Italy. Fragile. Yeah, it's so funny, and then just, I mean, I've been a Harley Quinn fan since the animated series. Like I lived when I was a kid, not really in the country, but I lived on the outskirts of a small town, and so we didn't get cable. So all I had was like an antenna, and I got like the ABC, NBC. PBS, that kind of thing. And so when we moved to town, I could finally start watching like Fox. I could see like X-Men, the animated series, and Batman, the animated series. And I just was like, whoa, what's up with this Harley Quinn character? And have enjoyed her ever since. So.
Yeah, she's.
They've just done
strong and hilarious.
I am curious to see how Lady Gaga does. That should be interesting.
Not looking forward to it. Not a fan, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I think that, I don't know. I watched that. What was that movie she did with Bradley Cooper?
That was good.
Yeah, like she did a good job in that. Like I could
Yeah, but
see
she wasn't playing Harley Quinn, so.
No, you're right. But if you see some of her music videos, if you go back and watch those, she can do crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know the movie's probably gonna be insane. It's gonna be dope.
There we go. I got K-pop back.
Hi.
Hello.
This stuff all overheated.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Laptop.
It's super hot here lately.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm going to send you that package, by the way, when I send out these prizes, K-pop, so you can finally get that thing we were talking about.
Aha.
So, I mean, I don't want to be coy about it, but I'm sending K-pop a microphone the first microphone I used, which people really liked. So it's a good quality one. It's inexpensive, but it was good quality. It might have a little like metallic ping that you have to kind of take out with like kind of an EQ wave or something. That's the only thing I could say that's bad about it, but I can, show you how to put a filter on that to get rid of that if you don't know how.
Sure.
And that's, by the way, every mic, especially if you have them on a cheap mic arm, it vibrates. It's a good idea to go in and try to remove that little part of the wave that's doing that. I recommend that.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Oh, hey, Crystal. Hi.
That's awesome.
Your birthday is tomorrow. What?
See,
Crystal.
Tell you.
What the hell, Crystal?
beginning.
I would have sent you a birthday card.
All right, y'all want to see the thing that I've been teasing? No.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I understand. It's cool.
Yes.
All right. There we go.
No. Ooh, la la. Oh.
So it's only an 8.5, but it is first print. And I got
Oh wow, nice.
deal. Gosh, I wish I could get rid of that. Let me just do this for a second.
That's sick, yo.
Yeah. So little and I have BA 12, Batman Adventures 12 already, which is her first appearance, period, and this is her first appearance in continuity. Had to get that, especially the reason I got this the day that Arlene Sorkin passed away. Speaking of Harley Quinn.
Oh wow.
So, rip to
Um,
her.
It was just kind of like, oh man, I'm feeling kind of Harley Quinn motivated. Yeah, a lot of glare on there, but yeah, back when CBC was CBCS, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of stuff to get customers these days. It's kind of strange. Like they're doing like no fee 9/8 pre-screens and stuff. Yeah, it looks really sharp. That's part of it. As I was looking at the scans when I ordered it, and there is a little corner crunch that it's on the card stock, so it's not going to press out or anything like that. But I don't know if I'll be able to get that to focus, but it might help. Maybe not. But yeah, there's a little bit of a corner crunch there. I think it's going to be what holds it back. But for me, it was about the same price as a raw book, in similar condition that the pictures weren't as good, and I kind of was like, there might be a run on Harley Quinn stuff with Arlene passing away, and that really affected me more than I expected it to. Seeing her passing, it was brutal. If you guys don't know, a lot of people think that she's just the voice actress that portrayed Harley Quinn, but she actually is literally the inspiration for Harley Quinn. And it's worth watching the clip from Days of Our Lives. It's from like a fever dream sequence where she plays a Harley Quinn style jester. She's not. You're not going to watch it and be like, that's Harley Quinn, but you could watch it and be like, if you take that to Spinal Tap and turn it to 11, that's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but she did that character justice because they weren't originally going to put her in the series. She was just going to be like a one-off thing. She did that character so well that they actually wrote her into the comic. So that is
awesome,
massively awesome.
Yeah, and just it's like I'm on this whole different level now too, where it's like my daughter. We lost Pop.
I lost Pop. Oh, no.
I have it the way I have it set up, or the way that the account I'm on has it set up. I think it just removes anybody who turns their camera off. So he might come back on in a second. But yeah, my daughter's a really big Harley Quinn fan too. So it's just like, this is maybe kind of morbid, but like part of the reason I collect is because I know I'm going to pass it on someday, right? So if she's still a Harley Quinn fan when she's older and I'm not here anymore, then if this stuff is highly unaffordable or something, then she'll have a chance to either sell it and do whatever she wants with it, or have it and not have to try to go out and find it. So
Nate, dude, also congrats on your win and happy early birthday.
Oh yeah, man. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Thanks for participating. And hit me up with your address. I think I've sent you something before, but just better safe than sorry. I'd love to make sure I get it to you timely without having to try to track you down or whatever. Congrats. All right, so we've got 8 entries on the birthday giveaway, speaking of Harley Quinn, which is in there. And I think everybody had a chance to get in that, so I'm going to go ahead and share that screen so we can draw that.
And I'm drawing Harley Quinn's girlfriend.
There you go.
You are drawing Harley Quinn's girlfriend.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen all of Michael's stuff, speaking of Harley Quinn or Hardly Thin,
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
testicles, you might want to go check out his Hardly Thin cover he did for Economics and
Pops.
Bro, that was epic. That was like a stroke of madness right there.
Oh my gosh, dude! I remember when you got that cover and you were working on it.
That was so
amazing.
Cool. I still love it. I want to get a big poster.
That would be great.
I've got your Speechless. Like I got a metal and a regular sitting in this filing cabinet here.
Yes. Also,
oh, dude, you got a medal of that?
Yeah.
Printing of Speechless, by the way. Congrats on that.
Yeah, the second print.
They did a second print last week, and it sold out already of the Speechless. Cool. Yeah. Also, no, he's the only one that ever sold out of Speechless. So take that. Go brag that to all your, publishers. That's what you to brag about, dude.
It's just I don't brag. It's a silent brag. I just don't say anything. No, it's cool, dude. But it's pretty sick cover, dude. I don't know.
It sure did, Napes. It sure did.
Harley Thin started a whole saga.
It started an entire show. It launched this dude's career. It did a whole ton of things.
Dude, it was me just going for it,
Yeah.
I will say, I like that cover, and that's not the style of cheesecake that I would normally gravitate towards, but it's just so clean. Like the line work, the colors, they pop. So I was happy to pick that up. And for example, I think my favorite cover you've done is probably that Invincible Red Sonja that I was showing off earlier. I think that. It's a booty cover, but also just I don't know. I like that it's really dark and edgy and stuff like that. But you've done
it's black and red, and it's turned to the side, and the hair's crazy, and there's booty, and it's just it's fun to all.
I've loved a lot of the Vampirella covers that you've done. My favorite, the one in the bath where she's soaking in the blood, chilling in the bath.
Is that Mind Warp?
The Jessica.
Yeah, that was the first one.
The Jessica Rabbit. Can we take a minute for the Jessica Rabbit? Yeah. Dude, that was like a year of stress on you. I know, but it came out amazing. Mad props to Billy for harassing you to make that. But
it's just tough. It's I'm forever reaching for Hardly Thin again. You know what I mean?
chasing the Hardly Dragon.
Yeah, I'm chasing the Hardly Thin dragon constantly.
You're gonna need to do a Poison Ivy now. You don't have a Poison Ivy now.
Well, he's working on the prototype.
I know.
Right, yeah, if you got 40K, dude, we can get ourselves an exclusive.
Well, I mean,
museum.
You can always do another Harley Thin cover.
I wish if I was a millionaire, that's what I'd do. I'd just get myself exclusive DC exclusives.
Yeah, that is a fantastic
thing. I know, right?
Those other artists. I will say I have a feeling that Pool Boy is playing to play to the audience for sure. On that He's captured the hearts and minds.
Doesn't matter. Still did it.
Yeah,
sold it twice, 100%. Bro. Twice.
Yeah.
Second printing sold out twice. Hello.
Well, and even think about Prio and Cohen, they're regular guests and.
I hope you guys understand. I'm 85% blacklisted from everything just for trying to just draw what I draw. It's crazy, dude. It's just crazy what's going on. Yeah. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people that get it, and that's what it's for, because it's just I'm just I'm just being.
Thank you, Sean. Yes. Welcome to my face. Thank you.
Hey, Brian.
Hello.
Thanks, Sammy. Hey, guys, I'm going to do this drawing real fast. If you do want a chance to win, do the hashtag birthday. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. I'm going to roll it. I just want to make sure I give everybody a last chance to get in. You can see it there on your screen. Just type that in the chat for a chance to win the package of books, including some cool variants. Congrats to all the winners tonight. And very soon here, we'll do the Super Chat giveaway, all leading up to Heroes for Heroes 2023. So Make sure you get in. Yeah, we got Sean in there now. Fantastic. I know a few of you already won and stuff.
That is BIRTHDAY.
Yeah, no F. Good, we got a couple more.
Put that out there.
So hard on
Mistakes were made earlier.
oh.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Brian. That's a good point. Yours was just a few days ago.
Just happy birthday, everyone in chat, because everyone's birthday is
like
within 3
90%
days
of chat's birthday. It was even Pop's birthday like a week or two ago.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run this.
Literally like 7 or 8 people. That's like birthday.
Yeah, because isn't Kim and Eddie's birthday tomorrow or today?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
What the hell?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we've talked about that before.
Yeah,
we talked.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, dudes. Let's go.
Yeah, bringing up the Bronze Brigade. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh,
Sean came in and won.
Welcome,
See, that's how you do it. Congratulations, Sean.
Nice.
You did
awesome.
it. Nice.
So yeah, Sean, hit me up with your shipping information so I can get those comics sent out to you. Just want to give everybody one more chance to get in on the slab. Remember, those super chats do help me plant the seeds to get started on my Heroes for Heroes campaign for charity for Mission 22. But you also get a chance to win a sweet Amanda Connor 9.8 black and white edition. So if you want to do your super chats for that, this is kind of your last warning before I do that, and then we'll do the channel member giveaway, and we'll probably roll on out of here unless we have some crazy guests rolling through or something.
Yes. We haven't dropped a link in a while. Should we drop the stream link?
That's true. I'm not normally like the kind of guy to do this stuff, so I forget the.
It's okay. Well, we have known each other for a while, or however this works. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
Feel free to join in and pop over here.
Like a bunch of like grumpy old men one of these days being like, oh, we've known each other a few years now.
We are that way now.
Yeah.
We have been up way late in the morning complaining about many things over the years. Yeah. Also, do you and Alan have 3 days in October to do the Greenfield Village Halloween weekend thing?
I don't know. Where's that?
Greenfield Village down in Dearborn. Yeah.
It's at Greenfield Village?
Dude, yeah, it's Greenfield Village, bro. Yeah, it's completely sold out except for Thursdays. They have that available right now, so I'm trying to see if people want to go. But yes. But they do have booths, so yes, we could go run, do Halloween stuff, and get Alan drunk, which would be hilarious.
Yeah, Sean, you can message me. Perfect, man.
That's real easy. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
What is it? October 3rd?
It's every Thursday in October is open right now, but that's
it's like a okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll message you later.
Freaking Halloweeny, dude.
Halloweeny.
I gotta already start thinking about Halloween butter, dude.
Yeah. You did some cool stuff last couple of years.
I know,
Summer ran so late this year. I feel like Halloween just doesn't feel like it's right around the corner.
It's because this year was weird.
Yeah, it sucked. As far as I was not a fan.
It completely flew by, and now it's like September, and it's like I don't remember any of it.
Okay, here comes the seasonal moves with the Michiganders, dude. The summer's dying down, and it's just like, oh man, winter's coming.
Yeah, well, I can't wait because are you doing Yoma this year? By the way, you know.
I might, dude.
Okay.
It's hard to pass up all the freaking anime collectibles.
I know.
Yeah, Halloween's fun. Sean, you missed probably like I bought myself some stuff this year, and I just had some stuff kind of coincidentally like come in, like a figure pack and stuff like that. But yeah, I showed off some stuff. Like I got a Harley Quinn, Batman Harley Quinn from 1999, the Alex Ross cover, and Picked up just some other stuff just kind of coincidentally came in, so I kind of showed it off tonight, like the Nakayama Lady Death. And the other kind of thing I did get myself was that. I'll show that again real fast.
Well, yeah.
That
You gonna be opening that and
Lady
doing
Death is
sexy
crazy, dude.
toy vids with that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Pew, pew,
toy stuff
pew,
never
pew,
does
pew,
much,
pew.
so I might. I thought about doing it tonight, but I didn't know like if we'd have guests or anything, it would jump on. I should have known people would want to jump on. That's turned out great. So it probably might do it another night or something. We'll see. But yeah, and then yes, Halloween is great.
It is, yes. Also, Sammy, Halloween Town in Salem, Massachusetts has got to be insane, and I would love that. That's got to be amazing.
I kind of got to start just thinking about Halloween like tomorrow, because I'm always like late. It's always like October like 29th, and I'm like, I got to get my Halloween bitch. No, I usually kind of do the whole month kind of stuff.
Yeah. I want to do stuff this year, so
yeah, I know. I want to do something sick, dude.
Yes. So yeah.
My hard thing is always coming up with a costume for Halloween. I'm never satisfied with my options. It seems like, because I don't want to like spend a ton of money on a costume, but I want to like have something fun.
I always have to do something where I have full makeup.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I was just looking yesterday, like at the Jack Skellington, just like the whole face.
Oh, that's cool.
Fun.
Yeah, I bought a Jack Skellington Wednesday Addams dress over there. But I like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, it's cool.
All right, so about 10 seconds, I'm going to run the super chat giveaway. So if you do want to get that in, make sure you get
thanks,
in.
Sean.
It sure is.
Yeah, I'll make sure to we'll make sure to highlight it again after this drawing to show you everybody what's going on with that, because you're just doing a killer job over there. Big surprise.
Tex, Halloween happens on whatever day it lands on the 31st, but some counties are weird and they will only do it on Sunday.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and then some counties will only let you do trunk or treats. It really depends on your HOA as well.
See, actually, I'm a big fan of the trunk or treat, like as an option. Like we'll take our daughter to like a couple trick or treat trails or trunk or treat kind of things, and then just kind of have to hit up the immediate area, the immediate neighborhood. But that's maybe it's because where we live. It's just kind of convenient.
What is it called?
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Like people, they line up their cars, or they have like a trail of cars, and then they open up their trunks and have like.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I hearing? I didn't get it. Okay, trunk or treat, huh? Damn, I'm out of it, dude.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna do the drawing here for the slab. Good luck, everybody. What I'm gonna do is hit generate, and then I'm gonna randomize 2 more times, because that's what we do around here. So it'll be the third time's the winner. So there's 1, 2, and here's the big winner right here, number 3, which is 39. 39 is the winner. Ooh, Katie, you were real close. You're real close.
Oh.
But we do have a different winner, and I will show that on the big screen here. And Buddy is the winner. Buddy comes in. I think he probably had to peace out. I don't think I've seen him in chat. But congratulations, Buddy, on winning the slab. And that's actually really awesome, because Buddy is a veteran. And since we're doing this as the Planning was used for the veterans charity work with Mission 22, I think that's really fitting. And I'm glad to see him win. And I know some other veterans entered as well, but I feel happy about that. So congratulations, Buddy.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, Buddy. Congrats.
Yeah.
Very nice too, Buddy.
And now we need to do the channel member giveaway. Just giving away all kinds of stuff, guys.
Channel member.
Just like just rolling out the couch. We're gonna give away the couch. We're giving away this table. Take the computer. What are you doing, like Cousin It, bro?
I do Cousin It. Have you not seen my Cousin It?
I've seen it.
You've seen it? Yes, I know.
Does that count? Yeah, I mean, that can count.
CJ, so trunk or treat usually happens in HOA where they won't let you actually go to houses, or they'll do it in apartment complexes where people will line up cars and you go to the cars to trick or treat because you can't go to the
They're like,
apartment
look,
complexes.
we don't trust you.
Yeah, they're like, you're not coming
put
here.
in the trunk. We'll all see what you're doing.
Yeah, basically.
I almost
Oh,
think
Pops
the-
joined.
I almost
Welcome,
think the trunk
Pops.
thing is
Yes.
more
Okay, so
terrifying.
Papa, you will be eligible for next month. Now,
Oh, he's like,
this is
get
August.
me out of
so-
here. I'm leaving. No.
I like to make that clear because I don't want anybody to feel like they got left out. But now, yeah, you're going to be eligible for every month you remember afterwards.
Yeah, that's
You
okay
join
because
the-
next
join
month
Bronze
would
Brigade.
be Halloweenist stuff.
Halloween is.
Yeah,
Halloweenus.
yeah. So I would say that's you look out better. Probably.
Oh man, it's just nothing but holiday drawings from here on out, dude.
Yeah, get in on that. It's great.
All right. So real fast, I want to highlight the members, especially if you notice the people with an asterisk after their name. Those are the $10 a month members, the Bronze Age Heroes. And if you're a Bronze Age Hero, if you win, I will also give you a slab too. I'll go pick out a slab and give you that as well.
Wow.
So X11 Bravo, Comic Journey, Tex, Gamma Base Comics. We talked about them earlier. They're the ones that actually donated the prizes for this month, so they'll probably ask us to re-roll. Star Set, Buddy, back in there. He could win again. And then at the regular level, that'll get the 1 in 100 and the 1 in 25 ratios. We got DC Irish.
A lot of OGs in there. Man.
Oh yeah, DC Irish was my one of my first followers. Preston was in there really early. Both those guys have been here forever. Chester's been in here for a long time. Collector P, Jack B, Tomb, Katie Shigeyuki Kikita, who is the one that donated the Vampirella, by the way. So huge shout out.
Nice, nice.
It's funny because I sent him a package because he won last month, and then he said, "I want to send you a package," and then we're just package sharing.
Seriously,
Wow.
Packages going on.
A lot of package. We're keeping UPS in business, guys. Matt 268, Malverde, he was in here earlier. Shadow Rat, Sonia, Darren, Phil, that's Psycho Phil. You see in the chat. Comic Book Worm, Paul Pittman, Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics, Second Best Bob, and Wilbert. So we run this one 3 times as well, so I'm going to do that right now. Good luck to all the channel members.
It's a good group of peeps up in there.
Yeah, those people make the difference on my channel every month. It's really awesome.
Fat Stacks is also up for a couple finalist awards himself.
Yes, he is.
So is Nam. Nam is
including
also
one for a
nominated.
charity event. So I gotta respect that.
And
too.
Mustache. He's coming for your hand award there.
Cody, you are the big winner on the third poll there. Cody, you have not won before, so I would ask you to send me. And I actually don't think you're a member of my Discord yet either.
Oh.
So I really do hope that you're watching this so you can get in touch with me, and we can get you that prize. If you know Cody in the community, let him know he won. If you have access to him, I'll try to look for him on social media. I think that's probably his real name.
Woo. Cody.
Congrats, man.
What? Congrats, Cody.
Whew, a lot of winners. I'm going to be packing up, so it's like doing an auction.
So many.
Bro, this was just
winners.
like an auction today, dude.
Yeah, so
That was
real fun.
amazing.
And then now I can pay a little more attention to chat because I've been ignoring it.
It happens when you're occupied giving away so much stuff.
Oh, we did say we were going to check in with Pool Boy is drawn here.
Oh, we were. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Man, just look at that's so awesome.
Look at that lovely drawing right there.
Very innocent look too on the face. That definitely
so soft
is not.
And, it's so soft and buttery.
It is buttery.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
It is. Yeah. She's so sweet. I like her eyes.
People
Her eyes
be
are a
like,
little
she's
bit
got
different.
big boobs. I'm like, but what do you think everything else? What do you think everything else?
No, I like the style of the face that you chose because it's slightly different from the style that you normally be doing.
If you look at every one of my drawings, they're all different styles.
I know. That's interesting. I know.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I like
No,
this
I
one because
like that.
I like the eyes a lot.
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
eyes, like the eyelashes, and the eyebrow arch shape.
Yeah.
Very nice. It does that kind of I don't like. It reminds me of Lenore from Castlevania for some reason.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I know what you're saying. I wasn't thinking that, but I totally know what you're saying. Thanks.
I dig it.
Sick.
I dig it.
Very pretty. Very pretty.
Ooh. Sean has a good question. Honest question, Bronze. Favorite comic you've ever read?
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Everyone's like, oh.
Just got real.
That did get real. That is a hard question, especially if you've been reading for like 40 years of books. That's a lot of books.
I'm gonna have a bunch of answers for that, but let me think about that for a second. But I gotta address this. Papa, bro, get on there, man. Come on.
Dude.
I have a section of not safe for work.
Oh, this is also facts. So yeah, you might want to join his Discord, even though he just joined mine and he hated every second of it. I'm just telling you.
I do recommend turning off notifications. Like that's one thing.
Yeah, you know, anytime you join a Discord, you immediately go mute it. That's Discording 101.
But yeah, we would be honored with your finger waving presence in there, man.
Ooh, yes. You can also partake in the sauce that is the Not Safe for Work channel.
Actually, I'll do that right now because I haven't done that in a while either. I'll paste in the Discord invite for people too. It is in the description, but you know, I know people. Trust me.
You know people. Wow.
Text
is actually easier than you might think. They can also become weapons. It's quite easy, actually.
We're talking about boobs still, or are we talking about people?
Boobs.
I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, what are we talking about?
No, Tex had a valid question, and you want to know how you fight crime with double D's, and I said it's quite easy, actually.
Oh my gosh, folks, we did it. If nothing else happens today, I got the best birthday present ever. Papa just joined my Discord.
You joined the Discord. Oh, he's going right to that channel.
He's going right to that.
Yeah.
And then it's booty covers, not safe for work. And I called it booty covers because I do booty cover of the week. You can post any of the not safe for work content you want there. I do ask that people keep it no hardcore penetration. That's
He's gonna be the first person banned from your Discord.
Well, there's no need
to really respectful.
Now, Pool Boy's Discord, however,
Patreon
different.
But even like cosplay, as long as it's related to comics and stuff, and if it's
he's like, I'm sold. He's like, you don't even sell anymore. You're like, I'm in there. He's like, hey.
Man, I gotta come up with. Hey, thanks for being here, Joseph. I gotta come up with an answer for this question. The best comic. So, you said favorite. There's a few different ways I could take that. It could just be title. It could be entry, like single issue. I really, 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 really enjoy X-Men Unlimited #1.
Oh, interesting.
It's a cool story in my mind, and I don't know that's my favorite, but it's one that comes to mind. What happens in X-Men Unlimited #1 is you start in the middle of a story. X-Men Unlimited was kind of an anthology series in the 90s. They did a couple different volumes of it, of course, because it's comic books. But you start in the middle of a story where the Blackbird has crashed in Antarctica, and the passengers were Cyclops, Storm, and Professor X. And Cyclops' visor is broken, so he's effectively blind because if he opens his eyes, he has no idea if he's going to blast somebody away. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read. I think Storm might have a concussion or she's passed out to start with. Professor X kind of is coming to after, of course, his hovering, telepath chair is gone because of the crash and the Blackbird being scattered all place. And you're in the middle of Antarctica. It's freezing cold, literally. And so they're also coming to the elements. And so Professor X telepathically connects to Scott and starts being his eyes for him. And then I think Storm is trapped when she wakes up, which triggers her claustrophobia. So they all have to kind of overcome, and it's especially during that time in the 90s, it's the leader of the X-Men and the co-leaders of the X-Men Blue and Gold team. So it's all the leaders have to come together. The story ultimately involves actually I won't spoil it because I think you should go read it. It involves somebody who's trying to become one of the upstarts, which is a supervillain team. where they have to kind of audition to become part of the team, and she's trying to kill the X-Men essentially, and it involves Magneto in kind of a cool way too that you don't really see coming. But they were leaving the Savage Land, and their plane basically gets blown up, and they have to fight. You know, like I think Cyclops has like broken ribs and all that kind of stuff, and it's really kind of like not quite depowering them because they still have their powers, and it's not as cheesy as like an inhibitor collar, but they have to overcome not having their usual like power set or abilities that they would normally have. And that was a cool story to me. Especially I like that it starts in the middle and you don't really like see what happened until later on in the story. Kind of an early Tarantino-esque comic. And in a mainstream comic, that stuff didn't happen very often.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
It was fun.
The way
and
you're
I like
describing it sounds dope.
Did they crash because the Earth is flat?
Totally. They totally did.
That reminds me of Department of Truth #1, which has a similar kind of vibe to it.
Dang, Craig.
Useless.
Dang, Craig.
Yeah, no. If you don't know, I'm not a Storm fan. But
You're not a. Oh, okay.
For me, like, by the way, when I say that, like, it's like the whole, there's no such thing as bad sex or bad pizza. Like, because even if it's bad, it's still good. I'm kind of like that with the X-Men. Even my least favorite X-Men, I still really like. But she just happens to be my least favorite because I think she's overhyped. That's the reason why.
That's also true, but also Cyclops.
Who's like the antithesis of overhyped? Everyone hates Cyclops.
I know.
Yeah.
I tell you this every time we talk. I hate Cyclops.
Yeah, and like I like flawed characters a lot, and I know Storm is also flawed, but she's flawed very like it's the same like cliche tropes over and over and over again, and also like clearly I like Chris Claremont a lot. A lot of my answers could involve Chris Claremont for this answer, but he very much favored Storm to the point where it's kind of like if you're reading a story and like a character is obviously like an author's darling character, it gets a little old. And if you read enough X-Men from that time period, it gets a little old. But I still really like her. She just happens to be my least favorite character on a team of characters I really love. So yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, my favorite read that I pull out of a bin on a floor from early 90s is Marvel Team Up 96, Spider-Man and Howard the Duck. Nice. I don't know why. It was just the stupidest thing I pulled out of that bin at the time, and it's still to this day my favorite book because it's Spider-Man and Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
I love the Howard the Duck movie so much. I love Howard the Duck, but yeah, it's just a great read.
Howard
it's funny.
Duck, dude.
It's so cheesy. It's great. Howard the Duck is a joy in my life.
Papa's already posting fire memes in the booty covers section.
Perfect. You would fit right in, Pops.
In fact, I'll read it. A husband says to his wife, "My Olympic condoms have arrived. I think I'll wear gold tonight." His wife replies, "Why not wear silver and come second for a change?"
Oh, dang.
I like it. Howard the Duck, very good. I'm a huge fan of G.I. Joe 21, the silent issue. That's a really, really good one. My favorite, man, that's such a tough one. Like I have a few answers for that, but I'm trying not to cheat.
Yeah, Howard was awesome, bro.
It's so good. If you go back and get the magazine-sized Howard the Ducks from back in the day, oh, it's so cool. Like they get really weird. Like the Halloween issues are amazing. Like go check those out. You can find them for pretty decent prices. But
yeah,
the earlier stuff is amazing. Like I'm talking the old magazine-sized issues. If you guys are fairly newer to comics,
back?
Yeah, he's been back for a while.
Oh, he is back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's been in a couple movies. They were supposed to make another movie with him, but yeah, he's been in his own books lately.
And he was in the What If animated series on Disney Plus too.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, Howard is awesome.
And a duck.
Yeah.
So Tex, I want to kind of just take that comment for a second. Telling that story is the most excited I've seen Chris in a long time. So that's the reason that, like, I've talked about this all year long. It's the reason that I want to get my workflow figured out, is because I sort of settled into doing anti-FOMO, anti-spec content. Not anti-spec necessarily, but devil's advocate style spec. Because it's easy for me to make self-contained videos every week and show them. What I want to do and what I've wanted to do is retrospective stuff I like. The one I've been working on for a while, it's just so much editing. It's a lot of work. Is doing a look back on the Age of Apocalypse, which is one of my favorite stories. Kind of the history of that. It might be a multi-part video. It might be one long video. But, a lot of stuff needed to come into play that I wanted to get up to a certain level before I made a video like that. And if you guys go back on my channel a little while, for Cobra Convergence 7, I was part of that event. It's kind of a crossover event. I did like my favorite 5 characters that were better in the comics than the cartoon for G.I. Joe. It's kind of more moving into that style. So when you say I was more excited about doing it, I am more excited about making that content. It's just I need to get better myself before I can devote that kind of time to making that content, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of work to do that much editing and like pull up issues and have panels to show and make it like scrolling. And when people say they hate editing, which a lot of YouTubers that are in the comic book space say they hate editing, this is like what I do normally for my edited videos times 100. And it's why channels like some of the bigger YouTube comic book channels, they hire editors to do those videos.
Oh yeah, yeah, full on teams. Yeah.
So, but I'm glad to hear you say that. I will definitely be talking about more of that stuff for sure.
I don't exactly hate editing. I just hate seeing myself and hearing myself and have to hear that splice that up a bunch of times, billion times. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the weird part.
It's so hard. Like when the first couple of videos I edited, I was like, "Oh my god, I want to punch this guy in the face.
Get me out of here."
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, it's me. I can't punch him." Well, I could, but I'd be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then hearing people like, I get a lot of compliments about my voice and stuff. It's helped, but it's very, I don't know. I figure like that's the kind of content that it's more what people are probably looking for too these days. Clearly, because channels like Comics Explain and Comic Historian do really well, and people like those. And sure, why not?
Pop, what's your favorite book, Pop?
Yeah, I'd love to see your answer. And in chat, feel free to throw it out there too, man.
Also, and Mike, what's your favorite book of all the books that you have?
I don't have one. I don't know. That's a messed up question. It's
okay. So what was the one book that you read? You're I want to draw that.
Well, let me just say that the 2 books that got me into comic books for real. Whoa, that's super close. That was on drawing mode. Those mustache shavings.
People did want to check out the stash. So, I mean, there we go.
Yeah, it was. Everybody knows it's Michael Turner's Fathom and Danger Girl, J. Scott Campbell, and it was like, I mean, I always, well, first it was Dick Tracy for real. That was like what I read was I love that. It was like kind of like just before the movie, and then like all the time afterward, I just started reading that. But then like when I really got into like collecting like those comics that were like, really pretty and all that stuff, was like, it was just Fathom. But I liked that he wrote it, drew it, and then he was like a deep sea diver and a photographer, and he would like shoot his own references, and like it was like the whole thing was like all him. And then J. Scott Campbell with the Danger Girls was just amazing, because again, it was just like he did the covers, he did the interior. It was like the best looking interiors, both those books that I'd ever seen in my life. So and then that was like when I was getting into the Art Germ stuff and all those covers. so it was always like more about like those books more than like the superhero stuff. Like I always like Superman, but I can't say that I have a ton of Superman comics. I have a lot of Superman comics, but not as many as like you guys do probably. And that's probably just like you're like, you know, I don't even really like, you know, but I have like, but like I have like the Michael Turner, like Batman, Superman comics. I really like that story. You know, I really like, you know, the Supergirl and the, you know,
but he did a great job on the
it all connects to that artist though, you know. And I just he was kind of like what made me want to, you know, do everything. And with the dolphin, all that stuff, dude, it was too much of what I like, you know, all in one thing.
You can start with the dolphin.
Can I not?
Oh, yes. Also, your broken dolphin.
I'm just kidding, man.
Favorite comic, but that's like, you know, favorite series.
Favorite dolphin.
Yeah. Yeah, you had
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's awesome. I'm not making fun of you.
And all that. So, yeah, it was pretty dope. And I was into Witchblade, you know, and then they had like the crossover stuff. And it was just like, for me, it was like, man, everything was just like all perfect in time for that moment.
Yes.
But
yeah,
I still enjoy it. But that was like, man, I was like, just like, you know what I mean? I was so dialed in back then.
Did you read Gen 13 too?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Like for me,
I actually
Gen 13 were closely intertwined.
yeah. I have Gen 13. That was like a dream team.
Yeah.
It was great. I love Gen 13. Grunge is my guy. I love that. I love Grunge.
Did you watch that animated? Like they did the AI upscaling.
Did not. I want to watch it. My heart was terrible, but I want to watch it.
It's awful, but it's like a train wreck awful. Like it's fun to watch. You know. Like,
that's cool. I'm into train wreck awful.
Yes.
They did actually. Caitlin, they did a good job. Fairchild is my favorite by far. But.
Yeah, what a coincidence. Too.
I liked Free Fall. She was good.
It's like 100.
I like all of them. I'm saying.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Yeah, but no, Grunge is my boy. Grunge is my boy. I love Grunge.
I like that. I don't like
Grunge's name because, like, I mean, I'm from Washington. Grunge was huge here, so it was kind of like. But I like the character like more than I liked the name. I think is probably it for me.
Well, it kind of came out right around the time that they were that movement because he was kind of also mimicked, you know.
Texel Vez, Butterboy sounds like he collects kind of like I collect. Yeah, it's just the butter, dude.
The butter. Also, CJ left a comment that he was into Zombie Tramps. If you don't know, Zombie Tramp variant cover artist boy right there. Hello. Some of my favorite covers of yours are the Zombie Tramp covers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm working on a Zombie Tramp right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
very nice.
And then the Zombie Tramp Lady Death, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dead meets
that
dead.
One's been a long time coming,
dude. I gotta go run around the block before I get started.
That one's been a long time coming. I've been telling you for years. I got a spot on my wall for your Lady Death. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like make it or break it time.
I did want to highlight Papa's comment because he put his answer in the chat. I don't read my comics, but the comics I did read were all the Back to the Future books. And then he said the PS4 Back to the Future games were based off the comics, and that was the closest we will ever get to Back to the Future 4. My question for you is, Papa, did you read the 90s Back to the Future comic books that came out? That I have a number 1 around here somewhere. If I ever send you something, I will send it your way, man.
Nice.
I mean, that's just a matter of time, basically. I'll find some other stuff to send you. But yeah, it's
that's what I'm saying. Your guys' collections are so dope.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, back in the day when we would go rummage like the 80s and 90s, they were like 10 and 20 for $1. So we could kind of amass like short boxes like easily. It
really was. There was none of this. It was just there was just like trash bins of comics.
Yeah, it was just like, here, just take stuff. I remember the first free comic book day that we went to. It was all Image stuff. So they were like, oh hey, for like a whole week. They were like, show up take 25 books out of this bin. So me and my friends and my family, all for a whole week, showed up to the store and got 20. That's how I filled up my entire Image run in the 90s.
The Midwest in general is just like a treasure trove of like
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. There's actually a story that came out, I think it was last year or something, but there was this guy and he's from Metro Detroit area, and it's like, I think the country's largest collection that his dad left to him or something.
Oh,
His
yeah.
collecting was so out of control that it like broke up the family. And
Yeah.
like he would buy
It was,
like 2, 3, 4, 5 like of everything. Like everything. He was like a lawyer or something. He took all his money and he just bought the stuff. Did you see the story?
Yeah, it's the Fantastic collection, and they're actually been selling it off. And so if you go to some cons, they'll have booths with them there. But they've been doing whatnots and some stuff and been selling off the collection. Insane stuff. So if you guys are looking for some deals on some
I
stuff,
got like a pile of like freaking,
get into those auctions, because I've had a lot of friends pick up some books in there, and they got some good like keys and stuff out of there.
It's just, I was like, wow, man.
Yeah. It was intense, the stuff that guy find.
That would be cool, man. Just, hey, yo, guess what? Like, check this out. That's all yours.
Zombie Tramp would describe your ex-girlfriend perfectly, CJ.
And
Oh,
all your
hey. Yes.
Yeah, I live in a very difficult area to hunt for. First of all, I don't have a local comic shop where I'm at now. I mean, I've lived around plenty of them when I've gone hunting, and I live in an area where, again, there weren't a lot of readers, and there were a lot of, Portland and Seattle are nearby big cities with a lot of collectors that will go out and find those things and be militant about it. And it's hard to find stuff out in the wild here. My biggest place I find things that are worthy or surprising and aren't just like, marked up regular books that you can find at comic shops I visit, is going to antique stores and antique malls. That's where they tend to find the best deals around here. But it's tough. I've been like looking for like garage sales with comic books for years, and I don't find them very often in this area. It's really sad. It'd be fun, but cool. Well, probably gonna call it a night here pretty soon. We're at the 3-hour mark. Let's see.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man. I do want to take one more chance to kind of announce the Heroes for Heroes campaign.
Excuse me.
Throw that up there, Gesundheit. Just kind of point out that if you are interested in sending comic books in to get auctioned off to be part of that donation, if you don't want to do your own auction, that kind of thing, or just donate cash, which is fine. Donating books is a good way to do it. A lot of people have done that over the years. A lot of comic book shops helped out last year. A lot of sellers helped out last year with that. Get in touch with me, hit me up about what you'd want to send in, and we'll get the ball rolling there. If you know artists, like, comic book artists that you might know that might want to donate something, like somebody who like does comic book art, get them in touch with me. Playing around with Michael there a little bit.
But yeah, those guys.
yeah, one of those guys. But yeah, no, if you know anybody that does that, like I said, we had Randy Emberlin last year. We had Trish Forstner, Chin Potter, all do like sketch covers and pieces and stuff and prints, and those did really well and helped out a lot. So that was really awesome. And if you're interested in doing that, just make sure you kind of keep in mind, I want to get everything by Halloween, so I have time to like do social media posts and advertise the stuff and get it all ready to go for the auction. And we'll do the auction here on the channel. I think I might do a whatnot because it does make shipping a little bit easier, but I think we'll get more eyeballs probably here on the channel, which is probably what matters most. And just DM me with any of that stuff. And then in the meantime, the super chats, the channel memberships, those all help kind of get me ready to go. And share any posts you see. That's a way to help too for free, that you don't have to spend any money or donate anything, and you can just like and share any of the posts I do about the Heroes for Heroes campaign. The ultimate thing is DM me if you're interested in participating. I would love to smash last year's record, and I'd love to have more sellers involved. That I know some of the people I'll talk to will probably get involved, but I don't want I don't want to let the cat out of the bag until they've officially confirmed it, because it'd be fun to have like, 5 or 6 hours in a row of like auctions going and stuff on different channels or all here or whatever. That'd be really cool. So let's raise some money and help out some vets.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Let's see. I do appreciate it. Thanks a lot, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for coming in here and watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the panel with all my guests. Do you want to go around the horn and give everybody a chance to, talk about anything you got coming up? I know several of you will have things coming up that you want to talk about. Papa, if you want to get typing in the chat about if you have any cookie auctions or anything, that kind of stuff coming up, now's a good time to talk about those. How about you, K-Pop? What do you got coming up on your channel? Like 17,000 interviews next week or what?
Maybe. Friday, I have Bill Emble, who is a comic artist, and he will be on. I was actually rescheduled from when I had my week-long power outage, so we finally got him back in there. I met him at Cap City in Lansing. God, epic sketch cover from him. Saturday, I will be on a different channel, and we will be having a nerd out. We will be discussing all things Final Fantasy. And that would be on Fusebox channel, who was my guest on Outlaw Knights Kickstarter. And Sunday I will have the Kickstarter people for Melvin, number 3.
Nice.
Timothy Olsen, yes.
Awesome. How about you, Michael? You got anything coming up that we should know about? I mean, I know you do, but
like, yes and no. Like I said about that cover for the Zombie Tramp and Lady Death, which I'm freaking out about. But other than that, like, couple things, like I don't think I can really say yet, but
sure.
Like, I'm actually like really trying to work on my store, because I want to get my online store going for like, I have literally, okay, so and I'm talking all the way back from like that Ammo Gamma, like in my first Zombie Tramp, all the way to like, my latest thing. Like, I have every single like copy of these, some like 5, some 15, some like, I have like probably 8 short boxes and 1 long box of like comics I've collected all my life, and I got probably like 5 short boxes of comics that are like mine now. Like, and I'm like, this is crazy. And I've just been like, now I have all this stuff, and I just signed up to the thing to get the store going, and it's a lot of work because I'm gonna have like the digital downloads, and I'm gonna have comics, and I'm gonna, this is when like I'm just gonna do everything at once, like, sign some books, do remarks and all that sort of stuff, blanks, all the stuff, like anything that doesn't get auctioned off, I'll just put on the site. So I'm excited about it because, it's kind of like what I need to kind of like really actually get going, with this stuff, so I can start doing cons and all that. I've just been like so busy with like doing covers and trying to keep up with everything that I wasn't doing anything else that I was supposed to be doing to help move everything else along. So I'm finally like kind of focusing on that. I'm hoping to get that, at least in some way, shape, or form, like up, before like the holidays, like especially like I think it'd be cool to get it up before like Halloweeny. So
hell yeah,
just launch
after that holiday season. Buck action,
some haunted butter,
or haunted butter, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
So I don't know, I'm excited to do all that. So it's nothing that like is like, I basically had to kind of like, I have to kind of put like drawing on pause for a little bit, kind of get caught up with the things that are on my plate, and then do that, and then I'll get going again, like, next year with that stuff. Hopefully do the cons, do all that. I'm just so sick of like, saying I'm gonna do it. So now I'm finally doing it, and I'm pretty close to being done. So
nice, man.
So that's what's exciting for me. Just kind of like, kicking it up a notch.
Dude, it's so exciting to see where you've come from like when you were way back in California, and from where you are right now, you kicking so much ass, and you've done so many covers. You're getting out there. You're doing the FOC show with Billy. Come on, you did so much stuff in the last couple of years.
I'm just exhausted, guys.
I know, dude. You need a nap and a vacation.
I'm really exhausted. Like I literally like, oh man, I'll squeeze in like an hour nap everywhere that I can, you know.
Yeah.
But I think like that's the one thing I realized about the comic stuff is it's like it's so fucking fast paced. I don't care what you're doing. It's just like it's draining everybody in the industry. I have like an idea. How about we all slow down just a little bit so we can catch our breaths? But yeah, no,
Catch our breaths.
It's like an extremely fast-paced, chaotic,
I see what you did there.
massive like a business, and I love it. But it's just like, wow, it's really kicking my ass, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then, so CJ wants to know, where can we find this pool boy?
I'm gonna post your IG here.
It's literally Pool Boy on IG.
Pool boy on IG. Before you got onslaughted by all your covers, you were streaming on Twitch a lot. If they want to find you, you
Facebook, do just Facebook. It sounds better. Yeah.
You were on, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You found it. You do the Wednesday. You're on Wednesday now.
Yeah.
On the FOC show on Economics and Comics, you can find him drawing on there.
Yeah, I do that, and that's the thing. Is it like I got so burnt out on streaming because it was like mentally draining and all that, and I want to come back for the homies so bad and all that, and I will. It's just like I needed to take like a nice big fat long break from it.
Yeah.
Because I was like starting to just like overthink everything, and it was just like it was like mentally draining. And I do think like not to overlook that is a part of it because you know it is. It's a lot of work.
Well,
it's a lot of stress and all that stuff. There's like the reward and the people. It's like it's all worth it. It's just it is draining.
We kind of burnt ourselves out during COVID. We were doing like daily 8 a.m. streams on like your channel, my channel.
Dude, 2020, I was like, I can't even like explain how free. I was just like,
that was a lot. You had a lot going on. You had a lot going on.
Those were the days.
So Tex is asking, and I have a feeling we know the answer based on what you're saying, but he's asking if you do commissioned work.
I do.
You do, okay. Because and by the way, this is the best part. He wants a redo of Daredevil #4, and I think if you're gonna get any guy to do double Ds, you reached the right guy, but different kind of double D than what you've normally done. Is that something you would do as like a cover recreation? Cool.
You want Daredevil with double Ds? Hey,
he actually, you know what? Tex is the kind of guy who might want that. That actually might be more appealing.
He's done that stuff before, so
there you go.
I'd do like a hottie Daredevil. That would be sick.
And then I posted this in chat too. There's the link to Pool Boy's Instagram. You can check out all the covers he's done there, and I'm sure you post stuff you have coming up there too, because I've seen it there. So
shadow ban since 2018.
So that's awesome. And then I want to get to Papa. He's been having some answers here in the chat. First of all, I did post. This is the link to his YouTube channel, so you can scroll up in the chat to find that. And I want to read his comments here. Bronze just posted my YouTube page.
Thanks,
Nice. I co-host normally with Sans from Sans.
Bro.
Hell Wheels comic auctions every other Saturday night.
I'll get you back.
Plus your lip syncs. Absolutely.
Yes.
So go check out Papa. He's a real fun, awesome community member too. So go check out his channel.
Yeah, I'll follow you up.
Jenna Jameson drawing Pool Boy.
Well, this is your dude right here, and I already know that you have some of his Zombie Tramp covers.
Exactly. I mean, like, dude, that's inspiration. That's our generation, man. That's why I am the way I am.
No. This is a match made in heaven right here. It's meant to be.
If you don't think Karen Page needs double Ds, but she can use a little enhancement, your note is going to constantly. Can you make them a little smaller? Can you make them a little smaller?
Oh yeah, I can, and I will.
You might get what you're looking for. Cool. Well, I do want to probably call it an end here. But again, thanks everybody for all the well wishes. That was very awesome. Thanks for the generous super chats and hanging out and drawing on panel and sharing cool stories about comics you've collected or art you've done or just all the different things you guys have talked about. I love doing these kind of things where I get to spend, some time with all of you. It's really awesome. So thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Likewise.
It was fun. Happy birthday to you and 99% of the people in the chat.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a
chat.
birthday party.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind next year. I'll make sure it's more of a community themed birthday party.
Community birthday party stream. That'd be amazing.
It's Comics birthday.
Comics
That is
birthday. Yeah.
interesting.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Hope everyone has a fantastic evening or morning in your neck of the woods. And have a good night, everybody. Thanks.
Happy birthday.